Stay tuned. Our program, Mozart by the Masters, will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
It's Chuck Perlman and Pinka Zuckerman, two brilliant soloists, make a magical combination when they play together. I know that Orchestra Hall will become even livelier when Victor Warga joins them in just a few moments. And now, speaking of joining, I'll tell you what we're doing here on the last night of our December campaign, urging you to join us to make beautiful music, to make beautiful musical specials on Vermont ETV, to make sure that there'll be more music there when you want to listen to it. December and January are particularly rich months for people who love fine music. There's lots of vocal music, there's Christmas music galore, and some wonderful performances from the New York Philharmonic, and of course tonight's program. If you're a music lover and if you're enjoying perhaps stereo music from Vermont ETV, we hope you'll give us a call and tell us that you like that. I'd like to suggest a pledge of $7.50 a month. We would consider that a very generous investment in good music on TV at Vermont ETV. We have a way to say thank you if you do that by giving you a free subscription to Vermont Life magazine, quarterly, 4 times a year. So if you'd like to get on the phone and make the phones ring and start off the music, you can call us toll-free anywhere in the U.S. or Canada at 1-800-326-1122 or in the Burlington area at 655-1100.
As Ann has mentioned, tonight is the final night of our December fund drive. Wonderful opportunity for you to give a Christmas present to Vermont ETV. We promise to reciprocate. We'll send a present back to you in the form of great programs, including wonderful music such as you're hearing tonight. We started out this fundraising 10 days ago with a goal of 1,700 new members. Well, let's see how we're doing. As of this moment, 1,643, we're very, very close to our goal. And so we hope that those of you who love fine music are going to go to the telephone now to make your pledge, maybe $7.50 a month, and get the subscription to Vermont Life for a full year. You can do that now by calling 655-1100.
We have a goal of 20 calls in this break to keep ourselves right on track for this already very successful campaign. We hope that if you've been waiting until the last night, that you'll make it tonight, that you'll say, oh, you're my public TV station. Sunday nights would be so dull without you. We bring you the best we can, 365 days a year. I would like to suggest the $7.50 a month contribution. And if you're already a member, I'd like to suggest that you consider a gift membership. We have a little gift card. We'll put your name on it and send it to the lucky person who gets the gift subscription to the Vermont ETV program guide from you. And so you can spread the joy, if you're already a member, by doing something wonderful for someone else. We have volunteers waiting to talk with you and show you how easy it is to become a member of Vermont ETV. We want to be your public TV station. We hope you'll consider that we need your dollars to make sure that good music is there. A program like this is wonderful and joyful, but not free, and your dollars help pay for it. So please consider making that phone call. Go to your telephone now and call 1-800-326-1122, or in the Burlington area, call 655-1100.
Only on public television do you see the greatest musical stars of the firmament, only on public television. And in order to continue to bring you Itzhak Perlman, Pinka Zuckerman, Victor Warga, and other great stars, it is absolutely essential that you assist us in the matter of funding. Now, we know that perhaps at this season of the year, cash is a little tight. Well, remember that you can use MasterCard or Visa. Matter of fact, it's easier for you. It's easier for us. Saves a lot of postage, a lot of mailing. So if you'd like to put it either in one lump payment or in the installment plan of MasterCard or Visa, you can certainly do that. And by the way, when you do, we have something nice for you. Nice little Vermont ETV souvenir, our Post-it holder. So won't you call, make that $7.50 a month pledge now by dialing 655-1100.
Wonderful. I've never seen Pinka Zuckerman conducting before. This is a real treat tonight. So many of the great performances you've enjoyed over the years, if you think about it, you've probably seen many of them on Vermont ETV. We have a break goal of 20 calls. Let's see how we're doing. 7 more needed, and we'll be fine. Let's have you make that call go down to 6. And get in touch with us with your pledge of $50 or more at 1-800-326-1122 or locally in the Burlington area at 655-1100.
John Williams. Before the advent of radio and television, most great arts belonged exclusively to patrons of the arts, wealthy philanthropists who supported the arts, because if they didn't, something rare and beautiful might be lost to the world forever. For centuries, art survived because of their generosity, but today things are quite different. Through public television, enjoyment of the arts is no longer restricted to the wealthy few, and I might add, neither is the responsibility for supporting them. That's why I'm urging you to take the initiative and support the arts on this station. Remember, your continued patronage is one resource we can't afford to lose.
Well, he has said it better than I certainly could say it. I hope that there are those of you in our listening audience who have the ability to fund Vermont ETV to $10 a month. Matter of fact, we've had many people who have done that already. We have a wonderful $500 contribution from the Cecil Howard Charitable Trust of Woodstock. We have an anonymous contributor of $500 from Randolph. Only need 2 more now. An anonymous contributor from Rutland, Peter and Lynn Wilbur of Pasadena, New York. An anonymous caller from Montreal. Anonymous from Laval. Edward Winkler of Claremont, New Hampshire. And Richard Wildbrenner of Montreal. We're very grateful for those $10 a month pledges to Vermont ETV. When you get our Vermont ETV tote bag, it'll be something that you can use, or you carry it around. People know that you're a substantial supporter of Vermont ETV. Will you call now? 655-1100.
We're so glad to hear the phones ringing away. We're almost down to 0 on our break goal, and we'll hear a lovely fanfare if we get there. Maybe you'd like to be the one to put us at that point. That means that we're well on the way to a very successful last night of our December Pledge campaign. No matter what amount you give, every amount is important to us. If you can give $60 or $90 or $120, we'll be delighted. But whatever amount you can give, call. It's very important. And if you're taping tonight's program, we'd like you to know that we need you, too. We have a mailing address. Just reach us at Vermont ETV, 88 Ethan Allen Avenue, Colchester, Vermont, 05446. And we'd be glad to take your check by mail. If you're entitled to one of our thank you gifts, don't forget to mention that. And right now, if you're watching in real time, call us at our toll-free number or at 655-1100.
I'm Henry Mancini. These volunteers are people just like you. Mothers and fathers, secretaries, policemen, executives, senior citizens, people from all walks of life who share a deep affection for fine programming. They're all here lending a helping hand to help make this pledge drive the success it has to be. They want this station to continue delivering the high-quality service viewers have come to expect from public television. They're involved, and that's really all we're asking of you. Let us know you care too. Make that call.
We certainly hope that you're going to do that. Because we believe that you have some rights, viewers' rights. We think that you have the right to watch commercial-free television. And we're down to 0. That means we have achieved our goal in the first break tonight, and that's wonderful. We hope you're going to do that the rest of the way. But speaking about rights, we feel that you have the right to great music. And where but on public television would you get the kind of music that you get here? We think that you should have responsible public affairs programs. You get them all here at Vermont ETV. So if you believe in viewer rights, you're going to contribute to help keep those rights by calling now 655-1100.
You can make a pledge so easily to Vermont ETV. You can put a larger contribution starting at $60 on an installment. Any basic membership. All right, there's someone coming in at the $120 level. Just peeking over to see where that call's from. It's at Montreal, thank you very much. And anybody who's a member of Vermont ETV gets the program guide. Perhaps a basic membership of $30 would be more your preference for this particular pledge drive or for your very first contribution. We're so excited about signing up new members. That's what our real goal is here. 1,700 new members. As grateful as we are to all of our loyal supporters, we can't survive without more people who really believe in quality, who really want to join people like them who believe that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
By becoming an official member, you make our programs possible. Thank you. Our operators will be standing by during the upcoming program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your check to Vermont ETV at either our Colchester, Vermont, or Canadian address. This is Vermont ETV.
Stay tuned. Our program, Mozart by the Masters, will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
What a pleasure to spend the evening with three fine musicians who are having so much fun with Mozart's music. I love the way they treat Mozart with just the right combination of respect and irreverence. Itzhak Perlman asked you to call us if you like this kind of programming, so I'll second what he says and tell you that we're looking for new contributors especially. We're looking to sign up 1,700 new official members of Vermont ETV in this December campaign, and we're on the last night of our 10-night campaign. We had a wonderful break last time. We made our goal and more, and that was just so uplifting to us. We were so pleased to hear that kind of support for good music continues. Because, of course, good music programming is very expensive. And with your pledge of $7.50 a month, $90 a year, you can make it happen. Call us toll-free in the United States or Canada at our 800 number, or call us in the greater Burlington area at 655-1100.
We certainly hope that you will do that. Now, make a pledge for the wonderful Victor Borga, Anything But the Melancholy Dame. We're seeking 1,700 new members in this fund drive, and tonight, of course, is our last night, and we are closing in on that 1,700. As you can see, we now have 1,658 new members, which is really wonderful. And we hope that you're going to go to the telephone now, make a pledge of $7.50 a month, get the Vermont Life for a full year, if you like, $90 annually, that's all it is. And, of course, we'd also like to recommend that you consider making a gift of a membership to Vermont ETV. You can do that for only $30 annually. That's right, only $30 a year. And you can send to somebody perhaps less fortunate than you subscription to Vermont ETV's program guide every month for a full year. Call now, 655-1100.
Let's see how we're doing. I hear numbers clicking very fast. We're down to 20. We were looking for, what, 25? This is wonderful. We're off to a good start. Your call, I hope, will be next. We'd like to sign you up and know that you're one of the many music lovers. Itzhak Perlman, Pinka Zuckerman, Victor Borga, they're household words to people who watch Vermont ETV, and I hope they are in your house. Now, some of the people who've already contributed tonight at the $120 level or more include Bertha Frothingham of Windsor, Vermont, with a very generous contribution, anonymous friend from South Londonderry, Vermont, with a $500 contribution. That's very exciting. Anonymous friends from Stowe and from Montreal, Robert Chapman of Burlington, and Lise Lafleur of Outremont, Quebec. We thank you so much. We do read names when we have time. We read cowbells when people pledge at $120 or more. But, you know, any amount is helpful. And we are very, very busy tonight and a little short-staffed as far as phone operators go, so we may ask you just to give us your phone number, and we'll call you right back. Do go to the phone, however, and try our toll-free number, or call us in the greater Burlington area at 655-1100.
It's important that you let us know how much you care about great music. Now is the time to vote for continued great music. And the opportunity to present these great musicians tonight on public television, something we take great pride in, and the fact that they contribute themselves. So would you consider a pledge of $7.50 a month, $90 annually? We'll send you our Vermont Life subscription for a full year. That's 4 lovely issues. And by the way, don't forget that you can put it on MasterCard or Visa. That's the way we'd like to suggest that you do it. MasterCard or Visa. Call right now, 655-1100.
Wonderful break, and we're very busy, so please bear with us if we ask you just to give us your phone number and name and let us call you right back, because we're just a bit short of people to talk with you tonight, as luck would have it on this cold night, and lots of activity, everyone's staying and watching this beautiful music. Something wonderful coming up Monday night in our late movie. We're going to bring you The Merry Widow, a good movie for music lovers. This is one of the classics with Maurice Chevalier, Jeanette MacDonald starring in this 1934 film version of the Franz-Lehar operetta. We have so much wonderful music coming up for you. We'll be finished with our pledge campaign tonight, but if you've given $5 a month, here's what some of the things your contribution will help pay for. In concert at the UN later on this week, featuring the Montreal Symphony. I'll tell you about more of it in just a moment. Please take the opportunity now to go to the telephone, call us at our 800 number toll-free, or locally at 655.
On your screen right now, you'll see the familiar names of businesses in your area who have made a special contribution toward the success of Vermont ETV. Companies associated with public television are seen as supporters of a vital institution, and we really appreciate them. I know that you viewers do, too. Employees, customers, and thinking members of society. And we invite you out there to become a member of Vermont ETV's corporate club. A yearly membership of $1,000, $500, or $250 will guarantee your company's name will be shown daily during our membership drives, and you'll also get a wonderful, handsome certificate to display in your office to show people that you are a contributing member to Vermont ETV. Become a member at a level of $500 or more, and we'll loan you a tape of Tom Peters, Beyond Being Close to the Customer. And so we hope that you will. Become a member now. Become a corporate member of Vermont ETV. Help your clients to enjoy public television at its absolute ultimate. You can do that now by calling 655-1100.
This is wonderful. 4 more calls and we'll have reached the goal for this break. That's fantastic. Join now. Be a member at your level of $30 or more, and you'll get the Vermont ETV program guide. You'll be able to read about new shows coming up. I started to mention that Charles Dutoit and the Montreal Symphony are going to be on tomorrow night with no pledge drive. Your dollars are going to help pay for them if you're already a member. We've got opera coming up, L'Africaine later on this month. We've got klezmer music for Hanukkah coming up at the end of the month. We've got Wynton Marsalis from Lincoln Center in a special holiday presentation. We've got Aida from the Metropolitan Opera on the 27th of this month. Oh, we've got so many wonderful things to give you, and we'd much rather give them to you without pledge breaks surrounding them, but in order to pay for them, we ask for your contribution. Remember that we send you the tote bag for contributions of $120 or more, and so if you've been moved by the music you're hearing now, we hope you'll be moved to your telephone and call us toll-free in our 800 number or in the Burlington area at 655-1100.
I'm Henry Mancini. These volunteers are people just like you, mothers and fathers, secretaries, policemen, executives, senior citizens, people from all walks of life who share a deep affection for fine programming. They're all here lending a helping hand to help make this pledge drive the success it has to be. They want this station to continue delivering the high-quality service viewers have come to expect from public television. They're involved, and that's really all we're asking of you. Let us know you care too. Make that call.
Well, your pledges will ensure that great music like tonight will continue, and of course, great motion pictures as well. We have coming up for you tonight at 9 o'clock. It's the 1941 film classic, How Green Was My Valley, winner of 5 Academy Awards. This film is a moving drama of a Welsh coal mining family that grows apart and scatters from the Green Valley in Wales. How Green Was My Valley stars Walter Fidgen and Maureen O'Hara. That's tonight at 9 right here on Vermont ETV. And you pledge to great movies when you make that call with a pledge, and we only need you now to make us reach our goal in this break. Call right now, 655-1100.
Will you be the one that makes the one go away and makes the fanfare sound? Oh, I hear a phone ringing now. That's wonderful. We're making our goal and probably going beyond. beyond it. This is great. We had kind of a slow afternoon this afternoon, frankly, and having a good Sunday night to finish off this campaign will be wonderful. Remember, it's not how much you give, but that you give that really means so much to us, that we can count you in our ranks. Your $30 and above contribution gets you the program guide, and of course our great thanks and a year long of good programs. We ring bells and we send you tote bags if you like for your 120 pledge. We've got the Vermont Life subscriptions for people who pledge at $7.50 a month. Installment plans, we'll set them up for you on your MasterCard or your Visa. We'll get you monthly reminders if you prefer to do it that way. Whatever works for you. The main thing is to make the phone call, talk with one of our volunteers, find out how very, very easy it is to show us you believe that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
By becoming an official member, you make our programs possible. Thank you. Our operators will be standing by during the upcoming program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your check to Vermont ETV at either our Colchester, Vermont, or Canadian address. This is Vermont ETV.
Ever feel like giving your TV set a standing ovation or shouting bravo at the screen? Well, go ahead. Celebrate this glorious music. You've enjoyed it from the best seat in the house. And while you're standing up, take a walk over toward the telephone and tell us that you want to support this kind of programming on Vermont ETV. And coming along in just a few minutes is the wonderful movie classic, A Green Was My Valley. One more reason to spend the whole evening with us on Vermont ETV, and one more reason I hope to consider making a contribution. May I suggest a level of $7.50 a month? We will say thank you with a whole year of good programs with our program guide, and as a special thank you, a subscription to Vermont Life magazine. You've been so generous, and we had a wonderful break last time. We think the phones are going to ring right out of the studio tonight because this was such a gorgeous piece, really rarely performed and done so beautifully. So let us know what you think. Call 800-326-1122 or 655-1100.
And it's so wonderful, the response tonight to this great Mozart program, and where but on public television would you ever see it? And that's why we say to you, why not become a new member of Vermont ETV? When we started this drive 10 days ago, we were looking for 1,700 new members. And 1,700 new members.
The following program is brought to you in stereo on Vermont ETV.
Local funding of great performances on Vermont ETV has been provided by Hydro-Quebec, Vermont's partner in working to provide a reliable, environmentally sound supply of energy.
Stay tuned. The Buddy Holly story will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
Harry Boothby was nominated for an Academy Award for his performance in this film. And as you may know, he just got out of a hospital. He's a opponent of a helmet bill in California for motorcycle driving. He looks very different than he did 2 years ago in this film. This film is going to be uninterrupted the rest of this evening after this break. This is the last break for new members here at Vermont ETV tonight. And now is your opportunity to become a member to Vermont ETV. What does that mean? Well, if you give us a pledge of $30 this evening, hopefully you'll put it on your MasterCard and Visa, so it's an instant pledge. You will be a member to Vermont ETV and get our program guide and help us pay for programs like the Buddy Holly story. Won't you do your part and go to the phone right now? Dial 802-655-1100.
If you'd like to call us with a pledge of $5 a month, we have a thank you gift for you, our 50s and 60s rocking 60s cassette here that we'll send you as our thank you to you when you make that pledge. We are working toward a goal this evening of 20, so that's just you and 19 others. And this is your last opportunity because we're not going to interrupt the movie again. This is the last break of the evening, so We encourage you to go to the phone right now. Call us with your pledge, a one-time $30 pledge. But call us right now at 655-1100.
We have been so grateful to the outpouring of support for rock and roll programming, and we hope that it continues this evening. This is the last break of the evening. The Buddy Holly story will be uninterrupted for the rest of the evening. Won't you do your part and go to your phone and pledge your support to programming? When you do that, the dollars that you send us then go to our programming department, and they go out and look for more programs like this. So do your part and become a member of Vermont ETV, and I'm suggesting a pledge level tonight of $7.50 a month. That computes to $90 in a year, and for that gift, we will send you, as our thank you, a subscription to Vermont Life magazine, and we hope that that will be another incentive for you to go to your phones this evening and pledge your support. We're hoping for 14 phone calls in this break, the last break of the evening, and that means you need to do your part. Go to your phone right now and dial 655-1100.
It is so very easy to do. We're just asking you to call us with a minimum pledge of $30. A one-time $30 payment makes you a member, and it's your support of this type of programming. It's your vote. So we'd like to encourage you to call us right now. It's very important that we hear from as many viewers as we possibly can. We're speaking to those of you who have never been a member before. And there goes another phone. Okay, it looks like it's just you and 16 others. Are we going to click that in? Okay, you and 15 others. Do not hesitate. Go to the phone. Let us hear from you right now at 655-1100.
There are so many reasons to watch public television. So many bright and exciting programs that transport us to mysterious places and enlighten us with promising ideas. It's common sense television, and it's uncommon entertainment. When you consider the incredible variety of reasons you watch this station, remember, they're the same reasons you should support it. Call now with your pledge.
For you movie lovers, if you're enjoying the Buddy Holly story, Vermont ETV does its fair share of good movies. We have our front row features every single night of the week, and upcoming in the days ahead on Thursday at 10:30 is 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, followed by Sunday at 2 o'clock, Never Cry Wolf. And again, another good movie to watch for is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, that award-winning movie, Sunday at 11:05 on Vermont ETV. If you are a member and you have a guide, you know the kind of movies we offer. On Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th, we're going to have a movie marathon for 2 solid days. Absolutely fantastic Hitchcock films and award-winning movies, always here on Vermont ETV. If Buddy Holly's story is the kind of movie that you enjoy and spend time viewing on Vermont ETV, why don't you do your part and pledge your support to movies on Vermont ETV? Go to your phone right now, pledge $30 with your MasterCard and Visa. Dial 655-1100.
When you're watching other channels, do you find yourself squirming around and trying to get comfortable and looking at the watch, flipping through the channels from one to another? Or when you watch a program on public television, I'll bet you don't do any of those things. Maybe it's because programs on public television engage you and hold you, challenge you. Plainly put, maybe it's because they're worth watching. So if you're squirming and wriggling around as you watch public television, maybe it's just because you feel a little guilty because those programs you're watching, other people are supporting and you're not. Easy way to get comfortable. Call and make a pledge.
This is your last opportunity tonight, so call us right now with your pledge of $30. Coming Friday, March 10th, beginning at 9, an evening with Linda Ronstadt. In 1984, Linda Ronstadt charted a new course when she recorded the What's New album, a collection of torch songs from the 30s and 40s. The musical special Linda Ronstadt with Nelson Riddle and his orchestra captures the essence of an era with songs like Mr. Sandman, I've Got a Crush on You, and many, many more. That's Friday, March 10th at 9 o'clock. But now we have work to do. We need to hear from you and 7 others with your pledge of $30. And consider putting that on MasterCard or Visa. Quick, easy way for you, economical way for us. Do it now at 655-1100.
As we have said, we are going to be going back to the Buddy Holly story, and we will not interrupt you again. So if you enjoy watching docudramas and movies on Vermont ETV, won't you take the next few minutes to go to your phone and tell us. I was looking in my inside front cover of my program guide, which you can receive as a member to Vermont ETV for just $30 a month. $30 for the year, excuse me. And the inside front cover is this complete listing of all of the movies for the whole month. so you can get an idea. And I'll just read you a few. Tuesday, March 14th, The Man Who Knew Too Much. Wednesday, March 15th, Stand and Deliver and Psycho. Thursday, March 16th, Torn Curtain. Friday, March 17th, Marnie. Wouldn't you like to have this information right by your couch so you can know each evening what good old movies to watch on Vermont ETV? Why don't you phone your pledge of support to programs on Vermont ETV like the movie you're watching right now? I encourage you to use your MasterCard and Visa. It's instant money for us. Please let us know that you care about movies on Vermont ETV by dialing 655-1100.
I'm John Williams. Before the advent of radio and television, most great art belonged exclusively to patrons of the arts, wealthy philanthropists who supported the arts because if they didn't, something rare and beautiful might be lost to the world forever. For centuries, art survived because of their generosity, but today things are quite different. Through public television, enjoyment of the arts is no longer restricted to the wealthy few, and I might add, neither is the responsibility for supporting them. That's why I'm urging you to take the initiative and support the arts on this station. Remember, your continued patronage is one resource we can't afford to lose.
Wednesday, March 15th, to watch the Academy Award nominee Edward James Olmos in Stand and Deliver, the critically acclaimed film about an East Los Angeles math teacher whose unique approach succeeded in inspiring his Latino students to follow their dreams. Don't miss the Academy Award nominated Stand and Deliver. That's Wednesday, March 15th at 9 o'clock on American Playhouse. We just made it! Terrific! Thank you very, very much. All right. We've had a marvelous evening here at Vermont ETV, and it's all thanks to you. We have tried to turn our viewers into members, and we have done it very successfully. You know, the more viewers that become members, the stronger we become as a public television station. And this is your public television station. So if you haven't had the opportunity, we encourage you to still call us. We are still here, standing by, taking your calls. And we encourage you to call at an amount that you're comfortable with, whether it's $10 a month, $5 a month, or a one-time $30 payment. But call us now. We would love. Our phone operators will simply ask you your name.
All right. Who says public television has to be stuffy? You won't hear a single British accent this afternoon on Vermont ETV. You're listening to great country music, the stuff of legends. Lynn Anderson, still great after these last 20 years. Bobby Bear, the Carter family. Just think of the influence that family has had and still has on country music. It's amazing. Hello, everyone. I'm Frank Foley of the Vermont ETV staff, and with me today is Joe Lavaro from radio station WDOT, and we're joined live today in the Vermont ETV studios by volunteers from St. Michael's College. And we're here today to encourage you, actually no, to convince you to become a member of Vermont ETV. We're seeking new members who will perhaps consider a pledge of $30 a year. It's members that make programs like Austin City Limits possible. On Saturday afternoons, nearly every Saturday. Do people listen to and watch country music? Let us know. Become a member today. Use your MasterCard or Visa and give us a call at 655-1100.
As a public television station, we have a lot in common with theaters and concert halls. For one thing, we need to raise money to keep providing you our services. Well, theaters and concert halls, of course, have an advantage that public television doesn't. They can charge admission, not us. All of our programming is accessible all the time to anyone. No admission fee at the door. Whether you buy a ticket or not, we're here, ready to provide you with hour after hour of fine quality entertainment, news, instruction. So now and then we have to ask if you would please pay a voluntary toll to help meet our operating costs. Will you please call the number on your screen right now, and while the phone is ringing, think about how much the programming on this station is worth to you.
Well, for those of you who want a British accent today, all I can say is hello, hello, hello. We have a couple of things to talk about, including some more folks who pledged $120 or more, and we'd like to thank them on behalf of Vermont ETV. Barbara Stewart of Glover, Vermont, Anonymous from Concord, Vermont, and Anonymous from Saint-Sever, Quebec, which I guess add up to a couple of anonymi. And Robin Smith of Derby Line, Vermont, thank you very much, and also a friend in Middlebury, Vermont. I want to talk quickly about the tote bag. The tote bag is yours for $120 or more. That's $10 a month in pledges to Vermont ETV for us to keep up the good work here at Vermont ETV. You get the tote bag, the nylon tote bag. It's maroon. It's beautiful. It says, Bravo, Vermont ETV. It shows that you support the fine quality public programming on your public TV station, Vermont ETV. Get those phones ringing. This is Joe Lavero. You hear me on WDOT. WDOT is your country giant. This is country music at its best. Got a little story about Bobby Bear for you a little bit later on, too, so stay close. 655-1100 is the number.
Okay, if you're a country music fan in New Hampshire or Vermont or Canada, we are looking for Canadian friends today. Give us a call. Let us know that you support this kind of programming. Our volunteers here from St. Michael's College are ready and waiting to take your call. They've been here on this beautiful day, and they're going to stay in today and talk to you more and more about what's going on, and they'll take the information that you need to give us. There's a 120 flag. All right. Okay, that is music to our ears. We want to hear those cowbells ring all afternoon. I'm convinced that country music fans are there. I'm convinced that you people are interested in having more country programming on Vermont ETV and certainly at least having Austin city limits. Remember that you can do it real easy. Use your MasterCard or Visa. Give us a call. Perhaps consider a pledge of $60. Term payments for whatever need you may have. But the only thing you have to do is to let us know that you're there. Give us a call now at 655-1100.
Don't just sit there and watch. Get involved. Show us how you feel about all the wonderful shows on this station. You know, you're not going to find these kinds of programs on any other channel. So everything depends on you and your determination to get the job done. All it takes is a phone call and a pledge. Be a part of the public television revolution where uncommon dedication is a common virtue.
Okay, right now I'd like to tell you about a way that some of you may be able to stretch your membership dollars to Vermont ETV. Many corporations match their employees' donations to Vermont ETV. We have a long list of employers who are involved in this match, and a few of the major matching gift companies are on the chart. Now, we're very grateful to all the companies involved in the program. These are the simple steps to have your donation match. Ask the phone operator when you call at 655-1100 if your company is on the list. They'll check it for you. Then all you do is tell the person at your firm that you gave so many dollars to Vermont ETV, and you'd like the gift match. They'll give you a form, you fill it out, send it to Vermont ETV for verification. That's all there is to it. We've got more country music legends coming up for you very shortly. Lots of great programming. 655-1100 is the number to call. We'd like to hear from you. $30, $60, $120 or more. We'll ring the bells and we'll send you the tote bag. 655-1100.
You know, it is amazing to think of the courage and dedication it takes a great artist to battle the odds and rise to the top. And not one of them does it alone. It takes the vision and support of parents, teachers, friends. Great things are accomplished by people working together. And of course, that is just how public television came into being. Oh, it took a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to move public television from a concept to your TV screen. It was not done alone. People like you volunteered time and money to transform that dream into a reality. And now, the only way we can keep growing is with your support. Call now and keep the dream alive.
We've had a lot of callers keeping that dream alive. And if you believe that country music is important, not just to watch, but to keep it going, to give it public exposure, this is the time to do it. Give us a call. Use your MasterCard or Visa. Let us know that you want to become a member of Vermont ETV because public television depends on you. It's important that you show your support. It's your obligation to show your support. If you believe in it, become a member. Let us know that you're there. You can do it simply by using your MasterCard or Visa. Give us a call at 655-1100. And remember that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
You make our programs possible. Thank you. Our volunteers will be standing by during the upcoming program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your donation to Vermont ETV, Winooski 05404.
Country Music Legends continues with more of the Texas Playboys, with rare footage of Bob Wills, plus special guests Mel Tillis, George Strait, and Willie Nelson.
This Country Music Legends special is really great because you and I can get to see rare clips of someone like Bob Wills. Talk about legends. This is a man who, even after heart attacks and strokes, appeared at functions.
This is Vermont ETV.
We hope that you're enjoying the biggest band spectacular in the world and that you'll stay tuned, for we still have more of this wonderful military pageantry coming up for you in just a bit. Hi, I'm Carolyn Dempsey Foss. I'm a staff member here at Vermont ETV, and I'm in the studios this evening with Bob Bolliard, a friend of Vermont ETV, and we're extending an invitation to you to become a member of your public television station, especially if you're enjoying the biggest band spectacular in the world right now. You know, if you think for a second, what other channel would you find programs like this? Well, you know the only place you're going to find it is right here on public television. There isn't a large audience for this type of programming, and we realize that. But we're not here to offer programs for everybody and the biggest audiences possible. We're here to provide the programs that you, as a viewer, want to see. Now, one of the ways you let us know that is by calling up right now with your pledge of support and letting us know that you're enjoying this great music and wonderful pageantry. Now, if you make your pledge at the level of $120, we have the VHS of the program you're watching as a way of saying thank you. It's the Biggest Band Spectacular Volume 1, and we also have the Biggest Band Spectacular Volume 2, which does not have television rights. You can only get it in video cassette here on Vermont ETV. Make a pledge at the level of $200, and we'll send you both Volume 1 and Volume 2. Bring along your charge card. You can set up an installment, but first you have to call 1-800-639-8303.
Hello there. We've set a goal for ourselves for this program of $6,000, and after our just one break, we're almost halfway there. And we believe with your support and the enthusiasm of this show that we can reach that $6,000 by the end of this break. That would be wonderful, because that would be telling us that, yes, you believe that this type of program that you aren't going to find anywhere else, as Carolyn mentioned, is what you want to see, and you appreciate Vermont ETV bringing it to you. Hello there. My name is Bob Bolliard, and I'm here in the studio tonight along with the Cellar Savers of the Greater Burlington Shriners Club, as well as friends of Vermont ETV. And they'd like to ring their bells right now, but you've already have the phones ringing, so they can't. And that's great, because when you call in your support for Vermont ETV, you're saying, yes, we like this type of programming. So keep on calling, and we'll reach $6,000 this break. 1-800-639-8303.
We are almost to our halfway point in reaching our goal for this particular program. We're at $2,995, but we've got about halfway to go to get to that $6,000 mark. Now, it's going to be so easy to do if you will go to the phone and call in your pledge of support right now. As I mentioned a little while ago, think about all of the programming on all of the commercial stations. Well, they program for a pretty specific demographic. They don't program for specific interests, and that's one of the things that public television does so well. When we first aired the Scottish Fiddlers Orchestra in August, we were overwhelmed with the response. You told us you loved it. We went into the marketplace looking for more programs like this. We came up with the Biggest Band Spectacular in the world, and now we're airing this one for you. You can let us know we made the right decision by going to the phone and calling in a pledge. Pledge of $120. We'll send you Volume 1. Or you could choose for a pledge of $120, Volume 2. Or if you pledge at the level of $200, we will send you both of these wonderful video cassettes. 1-800-639-8303.
Carolyn, as Carolyn indicated, you can support us with pledges of $120 or $200. That would be great, and we'll give you some fine premiums in return. However, if you can't give us that much, we understand, but you still want to tell us that you support this type of programming? Well, give us a call. Tell us that, yes, I want to become a member of Vermont ETV, and you become a member by sending us $35 a year. And with that, we'll send you the program guide that you'll get every month in your mailbox, telling you the fine programs that are coming up that month on Vermont ETV. If you're a senior citizen in our watching area, well, we'll give you a special membership rate of $25, because we know that you want to support Vermont ETV too. You, like everyone else, knows that nothing in this life is free, and neither is Vermont ETV. So give us a call right now at 1-800-639-8303.
Here's how we can help stretch your membership dollars when you support quality programs and services on Vermont ETV. With a pledge of only $35 or more, you'll receive our monthly program guide that includes member discounts on various Vermont ETV videos, t-shirts, and tote bags, along with discounts on Vermont Life magazine subscriptions and the Burlington Dining Club card. Members will also receive a substantial discount on our new Vermont ETV online service. As a member, you will also be the first to know about upcoming special events. All of this, along with a year's worth of your favorite programs right here on Vermont ETV. Your support makes all the difference, so call and become a member today.
Member support does make all of the difference here on Vermont ETV. Member support provides 53% of our income, and that's a percentage we simply cannot do without. If you enjoy the programs and services of Vermont ETV, the best thing you can do right now is go to the phone and call in with your pledge. We do want to make it as easy as possible for you to make a pledge to Vermont ETV. We have great volunteers here in the studio waiting to speak with you, and you can bring along your MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and it'll make you an instant member of Vermont ETV. We'll be able to get your thank you gifts out to you that much quicker. And if you'd like to set up an installment, well, we'll be more than happy to do that. Just ask one of the volunteers about our different installment options. Set up a monthly installment or a quarterly installment, and we'll do that for you. But first, you have to go to the phone. As Bob mentioned, membership in Vermont ETV begins with a pledge of $35. Go to the phone and let us hear from you. Now, your membership dollars support a wide variety of programs, and I want to show you a little bit of a program your dollars help to support.
Beloved tenor Luciano Pavarotti has thrilled audiences from Beijing to Paris, New York to Rome. What does this man do for an encore? The maestro takes a day at the beach, joined by soprano Cynthia Lawrence. Pavarotti on Miami Beach.
This is a program that's coming up after the biggest band spectacular in the world, so stay tuned. And right now, go to the phone and make your pledge call, 1-800-639-8303.
We're fast approaching that $6,000 goal that we've set for you, for ourselves, and for everyone. And with the phones keep ringing, we're sure to make that sometime this evening, but we'd like to make it this break. Call now, because at our next break, the lines will be even busier, and we want to make sure that you get the offer that we're doing right now. With for $120, you get your choice of either the Big Band Show 1 or 2. And remember what Carolyn said, that second tape has never been shown on TV, nor have the rights been granted, so we don't know if they'll ever be shown, even here on Vermont ETV. But you can purchase it for $120 with a pledge to Vermont ETV tonight. We've got the Shriners here, we've got Friends of Vermont ETV, and we're all here supporting our cause. And we want you to support it too. So do it right now by calling 1-800-639-8303.
It's quite busy here in this studio. As a matter of fact, we may have every single phone busy at this moment. So if you do get a busy signal, well, just call back. We do want to take your pledge call. It is important that you let us know that we made the right decision in going out into the marketplace and looking for programs like the Biggest Band Spectacular. You let us know you enjoyed Scottish Fiddlers. We knew that this was something that you wanted us to air for you. Take your pledge call. It is important that you let us know that we made the right decision in going out into the marketplace and looking for programs like the Biggest Band Spectacular. You let us know you enjoyed Scottish Fiddlers. We knew that this was something that you wanted us to air for you, so we went back out into the marketplace, found the Biggest Band Spectacular, aired it first in December. Response again was fantastic, and now we're airing it again for you during our March pledge drive. If you would like to see more programming like this, or for you just like to say thank you so much for taking a chance and airing this, go to the phone and call in with a pledge. The amount you pledge isn't as important as the fact that you do pledge, because it's your pledge in combination with everyone else's that makes the programs and services on Vermont ETV possible. Truly, you make it happen here on Vermont ETV. We do it for you, but we cannot do it without you. Now, if you would like to pledge at the level of $120, we'll send you the video cassette of the Biggest Band Spectacular Volume 1. Or we do have the newer one, Biggest Band Spectacular Volume 2. 2. Then you make a pledge at that special level of $200. We will send both of these video cassettes to you for your video library. Set up an installment if you'd like to do so. Bring along your MasterCard, Visa, and American Express. But first dial 1-800-639-8303.
The name of our station might be Vermont ETV, but it's evident through the calls we're getting tonight that it could be New Hampshire, upstate New York, or our good friends across the border in Canada. Everyone wants to support fine broadcast quality programming that you're getting on this station tonight. And the calls are coming in. As you can see, we're at $5,120, almost to that $6,000 mark. Maybe your call can put us over. So give us a call. We have fine premiums available for you, but it's not just the premiums. It's your call telling us that, yes, you support Vermont ETV, that you want this type of programming to continue. Give us a call now. And if you aren't a member of Vermont ETV, give us a pledge of $35 and you become a member of Vermont ETV. It's your vote for good quality programming. 1-800-639-8303.
You know, it would be absolutely wonderful if we could go ahead and make that goal, that $6,000 goal, by the end of this pledge break. That would be great. So if you haven't made your pledge call yet, well, why don't you go ahead, get it out of the way. Help us reach that goal of $6,000 and get us to that all-important goal that we've set for this program right now. Let's see where we are on the tote board. Well, 5,560. We're working our way up toward that, and your pledge call does make a difference here at Vermont ETV. You truly are the public in public television. So go to the phone. Membership begins with a pledge of $35, or don't forget, we have our senior discount if you make a pledge at the level of $25. Let us hear from you. 1-800-639-8303.
Just $270 to go before we make our $6,000 pledge for this program. And we have another break after this, so you can call for then too. But the lines are going to be very busy then. So if you want to get in and make sure your vote counts on that, you want this quality program to continue, that you like the big bands, you like this type of music, and you want to see it more often on Vermont ETV, give us a call right now, because we listen to you, because without you, we wouldn't be here right now. So give us a call, 1-800-639-8303.
Well, we're going to be going back to the Biggest Band Spectacular in just a bit, so stay tuned. But go ahead and get the pledge call out of the way while we're here during this pledge break, so you won't miss a moment of this wonderful military pageantry. If you make that pledge call right now, pledge of $120, we'll send as your thank you gift Volume 1 of the Biggest Band Spectacular in the World, the program you're watching right now for your own video library. Or you could receive Volume 2 of the Biggest Band Spectacular in the World. And our special deal, if you make a pledge at the special level of $200, we will send you both Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now bring along your MasterCard, Visa, American Express. We'll get your gifts out to you that much quicker. And if you'd like to set up an installment, well, that's easy to do. Just let one of the volunteers from the Burlington Seller Savers know that you'd like to set up an installment, and we'll do that for you. So now you know what you need to do. You need to go to the phone, you need to dial the number, and then you need to say, yes, I believe TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
By becoming a member, you make our programs possible. Thank you. Volunteers will remain by the phones during the next program to take your pledge. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your check to Vermont ETV at either our Colchester, Vermont address or to the Public Television Association of Quebec. This is Vermont ETV.
Stay tuned. How Hitler Lost the War will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
Once again, living history on Vermont ETV, and where else but on public television would you have the opportunity to see this kind of program? And for those of us who lived through those days, a wonderful look back, and perhaps some news that you may not have known tonight about how Hitler lost the war. We hope that you're enjoying tremendously out there, and that those of you who did not live through that experience are having a worthwhile experience tonight, learning what happened during those dreadful days in the late 1930s and in the 1940s. We hope that you'll make a pledge of $7.50 a month to Vermont ETV, and if you do, we have for you the Vermont ETV full-year subscription to Vermont Life magazine. 4 wonderful issues. So make your $7.50 pledge now by calling 655-1100.
That's right, Jack, and a good group from the Coldwell Banker Realty Mart of Essex Junction and Cousins Construction doing their part tonight, and we would love that number behind me to be 0 by the end of the break. We are in day 7 of a very important March fundraiser here at Vermont ETV, and any level of support is welcome, but as I would suggest, a level of $7.50 a month. That would make you a member to the tune of $90 a year, and we'll be happy to send along as an additional incentive, a thank you gift, our Vermont Life magazine subscription, in addition to 12 full issues of our program guide. So if you're enjoying our evening of remembrance, really, of World War II, then why don't you go to your phone right now, get over to the phone and bring your MasterCard with you when you go, and dial that number, won't you? 802-655-1100.
If you've been toying with the idea of subscribing to the station, but can't quite make up your mind, maybe this will help you decide. We always talk about how much you'll benefit by supporting the station with a pledge. Well, think of one of the hidden benefits. That good feeling that comes from taking care of something you value. It comes out of a recognition that this station belongs to you. It's yours to protect or neglect. And pledging is one way to express your pride of ownership. Think of your pledge as a gift of informative and inspirational television to every single member of this community, young and old. And on behalf of everyone who shares the programs made possible by your generous gift of support, thank you.
Vermont ETV is the alternative television network, and that's why you can see a program like How Hitler Lost the War. It's essential that we have this kind of television here in the North Country so that you can see the kind of programming that you wouldn't see anywhere else, whether it's docudramas, whether it's documentaries, whether it's public affairs, whether it's the ballet or music or whatever. And the programs at Vermont ETV cost a rather substantial amount of money. Commercial televisions get paid for airing network programs. Here at Vermont ETV, we have to pay for the programs. And so many times you will see, as you look at the screen now, the cost of individual programs, and that money comes from you. Public television stations around the country band together in a consortium to bring you great programs, and we decide based upon what you say about what you like as to what you see and what you hear. And so if you appreciate public television and alternative television, you will go to the phone now and call 655-1100.
That's right, Jack. We are down to 16. That's you and 15 others to reach our goal for this break here at Vermont ETV. And you are very choosy people, and that's terrific. You've shown terrific taste by watching, sitting back, and enjoying Vermont ETV this evening. $5 a month would be a level that is comfortable for you. We'd love to hear from you tonight in support of this unique alternative service. And that's really what it is. 802-655-1100.
When you sit down to watch public television, you're spending your time wisely. And when you make a pledge, you're spending your money wisely. Good programs open windows on new and exciting experiences that enrich our lives and help us to understand our world. And that is something to value. Right now, I'm asking you to give something back to this important service. Call now with a pledge of support because you understand the value of public television in your life.
You now and 12 others, well, you now and 11 others can help to make it really happen. The diversity of public television is really exemplary. Our mandate is to provide diverse programs for everybody, the rich, the poor, the old, the young, everybody, so that you will get a diversity of programming here at Vermont ETV. We try assiduously to do that, and we are, of course, bound by your recommendations of what you want to see. As a matter of fact, tonight is an evening of nostalgia about World War II, and a little bit later, we're going from one theater to the other, from Europe to the Far East, and remembering World War II, and tonight we have 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, our front row feature tonight. Action-packed film. It's a dandy. It stars Spencer Tracy as Jimmy Doolittle with Van Johnson and Robert Walker, and you will tremendously, I know, enjoy 10:30 tonight, 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. You can make a pledge in advance at 655-1100.
I'm Bill Moyers. Generally, I'm an optimist, but not always. Sometimes I fear that America is becoming what we watch, as violent, banal, and thoughtless as the characters on primetime television often say we are. That's why I believe in television that touches the mind and soul of America, and why I think, obviously, that the best television is often right here. Critical to this kind of TV is your support. So if you haven't made a pledge, mailed your check, or renewed your membership, please do it now. Large or small, your contribution, hundreds of contributions like the one you send, can make the difference. Thank you so much.
All right, we started at 25. We're down to 7. That's you and 6 more. And for a $10 monthly level, we are happy to send along our Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag. It's like a kit bag. I guess that was World War I, but close enough. It's a very handy device for you to have, and it's our thank you gift to you to take to the gym or to play softball with or whatever. But it's an additional incentive and a reason for you to go to your phone right now. Some names of people who have already contributed to the 120 level: Corinne Lasselle of Burlington, an anonymous pledge from Montpelier, France Lahire of Montreal, Mary Jean Smith of Johnson, Dick Bacon of Montreal, Diane Dupuis from Plattsburgh Air Force Base, and Ilbero Ferraparo of Montreal. So wherever you are watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. It's that simple. 3 more. That's you and 2 others. Go to your phone right now, won't you? 802-655-1100.
That's the number to call, and remember, of course, you can use MasterCard or Visa. Remember, there are many different ways of contributing to Vermont ETV. You can become an annual member for $30 a year. We would like to suggest that you consider $5, $7.50, $10, $20 a month to Vermont ETV. You and 2 others now will help us make our pledge goal of 25 new members here during this pledge break. We're going to go back to the How Hitler Lost the War in half a minute, so you have that time. Now we only need 2 more, you and 1 other. If you're enjoying tonight's program, if you appreciate the diversity of programming and the effort that we make at Vermont ETV to elucidate, educate, inform, entertain, then you are going to go to the telephone now and join the others. Now we need 1 more telephone call before the end of the break to make it, and I know that the phone is going to ring, and we're going to do that because you believe that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV Winooski 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
We continue now with How Hitler Lost the War.
Stay tuned. How Hitler Lost the War will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
We sincerely hope that you're enjoying this very definitive look at how Hitler lost the war. Marvelous, marvelous comments from the people who actually lived through that period. And we have something to offer special for you. It is a very, very special premium. We only have a very few of these limited numbers. So in this break, the first person to call us with a pledge of $20 a month, $240, will receive the Collier's Photographic History of World War II. And it is a faithful and compelling history of the war, including a concise chronology of events and covering all theaters of operation, from formal portraits of world leaders to battle scenes to poignant moments in the lives of civilians and soldiers. The photographs bring World War II to life again. And the first person to call us with a $20 a month pledge to Vermont ETV will have it. We'll be very happy to do that. Let's see who that lucky person is going to be. 802, I should say, 655-1100.
All right, Jack, we started with a goal of 25 for this break, and we're down to 23. That's terrific. Remember, $10 a month, and you can use MasterCard or Visa. We'll send you our Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag, and for $7.50 a month or a $90 annual level of support, we're awfully pleased to be able to offer as an additional incentive a 1-year subscription to Vermont Life magazine, in addition to 12 full issues of Vermont ETV's program guide. Be a sponsor, if you will. Down to 19. There's another $120 pledge. That's you. Oh, down to 18. You and 17 others. 655-1100.
Okay, well, we're very happy to be informed by our Coldwell Banker representative here that we've had the pledge of $240, and we'll have another one of these in the next break. So if you want to hold on until the next break and you'd like to have the Collier's photograph, next break we'll offer another one for you. But our congratulations, and we'll let you know who that wonderful person is who pledged $20 a month to Vermont ETV. Let me take a moment to tell you about some things upcoming on Vermont ETV. It is Sunday afternoon. Vermont ETV presents Hollywood's Best Picture. It's a full lineup of Oscar-winning favorites, beginning with An American in Paris. Gene Kelly and Leslie Caron croon their way through this Gershwin Oscar-winning show. It's wonderful. We hope you'll be tuned for the fabulous Gene Kelly, Leslie Caron, and it all happens here on Vermont ETV. We hope you're enjoying our great documentary look at how Hitler lost the war, thank God, and we hope that you'll pledge your support to Vermont ETV right now at 655-1100.
Okay, 15, you and 14 others to reach our goal for this break. I'd like to thank the following $120 level people: Camille Vagonet of Montreal, and Raphael and Joyce Lowe of Waterbury, Vermont, Marion Pratt of St. Anne de Bellevue, Celine LeMay of Montreal, and Leiden Bouffard of Greenfield Park. Wherever you're watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. We have a long list of companies that will match your $5 monthly pledge, $60 a year. So when you call, ask the operator to check our list. The way it works, you go to your personnel office and they give you a matching gift form. You send it to us, we verify your pledge, and it's a great way to stretch those dollars. These are just some of the companies, and we're very grateful to them for their support. 802-655-1100.
When we allow freedom reign, when we let it reign from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
I'd like to remind you, of course, that we're midway through How Hitler Lost the War right here in Vermont ETV. We've had a wonderful amount of calls, but we still need you and 13 others to help us achieve our goal during this particular break. So we hope that you'll get to the telephones right now and pledge your support for this continuing documentary broadcast on Vermont ETV. I'd like to remind you that your membership dollars are supporting some remarkable series here at Vermont ETV and looking at the weeks ahead. On March 23rd, Mystery begins a 12-parter called Game, Set, and Match based on the Len Dayton spy novels. I just finished his newest called Hook. Great performances, has a ballet, and I know you'll enjoy that. A new series called Learning in America begins March 27th. Roger Mudd hosts this comprehensive look at education in the United States. On April 1st, the famous 60-minute gourmet himself, Pierre Franey, begins his first series on public television. Oh, my goodness, I can't wait for that. Great performance, The New Moon, the New York City Opera treat, and then, of course, Adventure begins a new series on Vermont ETV in April with a journey to the Pacific Nations. Boy, have we got great shows for you. Call now to support them at 655-1100.
Hi, I'm Lloyd Bridges. History teaches us it's hard to know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. And public television's effort to document the history of the 20th century helps us get our collective bearings. As a viewer, you've seen where public television's been, but as a contributor, you determine how far it can go. No, it won't be the end for public television if you don't make a pledge, but believe me, there won't be many beginnings. And that's why it's so important for you to pick up your phone and get involved.
Still plenty of time to make that call before we return to the next reel. There's another $120 pledge for fine public affairs programs, documentary programs here at Vermont ETV. Let me take a quick look at how the money is going to be spent in this fiscal year here at Vermont ETV. Our budget is some $4.5 million, and as you can see by the pie chart on the screen right now, 67 cents of every dollar that we will spend goes to produce, acquire, and broadcast programs. Isn't that what it's all about? So if you believe in this kind of television, if you enjoy the alternative that this program service provides, and you're watching it wherever you're watching it, it deserves, it merits your support. It's that simple. 802-655-1100.
Now is the time to make that call. We need you and 6 others to help us achieve our goal of 25 new members. Now it's you and 5 others, and we hope that you will. Our Coldwell Banker Realty Mart folks are here from Essex Junction tonight answering the phones, doing a great job for us, and we know that you're going to have a great time ringing those cowbells, making those $10 a month pledges to Vermont ETV. And don't forget, we're going to give away another of the pictorial histories of World War II in the next break here at Vermont ETV. I'd like to remind you about our movie lineup tonight at 10:30. It's 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, an action-packed WW2 tale of the first American raid in Japan. And Spencer Tracy plays the hero. Jimmy Doolittle flew those airplanes off the carriers, and they really weren't supposed to be flown off aircraft carriers. A wonderful, terrific story. That's tonight at 10:30. Now, I hope that you're going to our World War II night tonight. Make your pledge of support at 655-1100.
Hello, I'm Leonard Nimoy, and it's decision time. It's time to make up your mind to support public television or just sit on the sidelines and hope the good programs keep coming. But while you're thinking it over, let me remind you of something the philosopher Edmund Burke said. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Well, the same thing applies to the triumph of bad television. So get involved. Viewer-supported television is only as good as the viewers who support it.
Can you imagine going to the supermarket and filling your shopping cart up, getting to the cash register, and then waiting for the guy ahead of you to pay for it? Not really too apt an analogy, but it's sort of apt if you think about it, if you enjoy the service. As Leonard Nimoy was just saying, citizen involvement is what we're talking about. $30 one-time pledge would be terrific, and we'll send you 12 full issues of our program guide. One more call. That's you. Go to your phone right now, and we can do it before we return to our... There it is! We made the break goal, but don't stop calling by any means. 655-1100.
You know, Ken, one of the great things about participating, as our viewers do at Vermont ETV, and really buying the programs and supporting public television, is that you're doing something for yourself. I mean, it's kind of a selfish act in a way. I mean, we all benefit everybody, and I guess the whole is equal to the sum of all the parts, and in that case, we all benefit, but you do something that is great for the entire community, but you do something kind of selfish for yourself, because that ensures that great programs are going to continue. And of course, you can use Visa or MasterCard. Easy way to do it. You can even do it on the installment plan on a monthly basis with Visa or MasterCard. Lots of different ways to do it, but what we're looking for is the commitment. The commitment of public television in the North Country. Make it successful. Believe with us that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you'd prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski, 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Continue now with How Hitler Lost the War.
Leadership failed. It is our obligation to remember so that it will never happen again.
An incredible documentary, How Hitler Lost the War, perhaps an insight that you never before had. And it also points up to all of us, I think. If this is an editorial comment, so be it. But I think it was Elie Wiesel who talked about that if we see the evil and we do nothing and we accept it, then we are destined to have the great difficulty that we had in World War II. And we have to be ever vigilant. And from time to time, it's very important for us as Americans, as Canadians, North Americans, and people of the democratic society to look back at the kind of horror that we face when we do not act. And we have to be readily aware of that. And so it's important that Vermont ETV brings you this kind of documentary look back and remember the horror of World War II, with 50 million people dead, uncalculable losses other than that, and millions and millions of people damaged and hurt by war. So I hope that you've enjoyed tonight, and if you have, that you're going to go to the telephone now to make your pledge of support to Vermont ETV. Incidentally,
You can do that at 655-1100. But incidentally, I have to show you this because I found something rather interesting. We had some people scrummaging around out in the warehouse, and we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, something very nice. We thought we only had one more of the Collier's Photographic History of World War II books available for you. We find that we have 4. So if those people out there who would like to make that $20 pledge to Vermont ETV, first 4 callers get them. After that, they're all gone. That's the end of it. So if you'd like to have this wonderful book, our Coldwell Banker Realty Mart folks from Essex Junction are here tonight, and if you get on the phone at 655-1100 and make your pledge now, you may get one of the books. So it's the first 4 $240, $20 a month pledges to Vermont ETV. Let's see how long it takes us to get them. The number is 802-655-1100.
That's right, Jack. It's a terrific book. We would love 25 families to join the growing ranks of supporters of Vermont ETV. I think we're down to 3. I think it's down to 3 books. So call right now at the $240 level. I'd like to thank Jonathan Rathman in Cove St. Luke's and Bill Roberts of Westmount. They got books. And thanks at the 120 level to James Booth of Rutland, Robert Anstey of Montreal, and Alexandria Damien of Montreal. Alexander Damien also at a 240 level. 2 left. Going quickly. So if you enjoy documentary programming, and it really is a lost art on television when you think about it, you turn to public television. I think we're down to maybe 1. So the bells are ringing. It's music to our ears. Jimmy Doolittle coming up in just a moment. 802-655-1100.
Now's the time to call. There's 1 book left, and we will tell you, those people who are the fortunate people, the books are really wonderful. The photographs are absolutely brilliant. They depict every phase of the war, chronological history of it in the South Pacific and China, Japan. The books are all gone? All gone. Okay. Well, thank you. You wonderful contributors of $20 a month to Vermont ETV. That's really terrific. And I know that there are lots of people out there who can't afford that kind of a commitment, but maybe you can afford a commitment of $7.50 a month to Vermont ETV. And if you could, we'll be very happy to give you a year's subscription to Vermont Life magazine. If your pledge is $10 a month, $120 annually, we have our Bravo ET tote bag. So we have some great things available for you, some wonderful premiums, but rest assured that your contribution is going to really do you some good. It's going to ensure that the great programs at Vermont ETV will continue commercial-free. Will you call 802-655-1100?
Now, we're also excited here. Wendell's sitting here. The phone's ringing. I think we get the last book gone. I think it's all gone. Still 2 left. Wait a minute now. 1 or 2 left. Oh, my God. I'm so confused. I think we may have 1 or 2 books left. But don't be disappointed. If you're interested in the book, please make that $20 monthly pledge. You'll get a terrific feeling knowing that you're supporting this kind of quality programming. We're down to 15. That's you and 14 others. Wendell's saying hello to someone there. MasterCard and Visa are ways to do it. We've got a good group tonight from Coldwell Banker, Realty Mart of Essex Junction, Cousins Construction, doing their part, having a good time tonight. Jimmy Doolittle coming up in just a moment. But if you support public television, if you watch public television, support it. It's a very simple message when you think about it. 802-655-1100.
Sometimes it seems to me that we ought to feel pity for the hero instead of admiration. So many of them have sacrificed their own needs.
They all have.
And very often what they accomplish is shattered by the inability of the followers to see.
But what does it say to you that you have to turn to a private individual, to a religious order, to protect yourself from crime, from drug dealers?
The system has broken down.
Now, here was a man who was participating in the reality. He was one of the questioners in the hall where the debate was taking place, and yet he couldn't react to it because he hadn't seen it on television. What does that say about reality?
Constitutional democracy, you see, is no romantic notion. It's our defense against ourselves, the one foe who might defeat us. I'm Bill Moyers.
Have to wipe a little egg off the kisser here because in all the confusion around here and the bells ringing one thing and another, we thought we had pledged $240 pledges to give away all of the books. Now we have 1 book left. So if you're contemplating calling with a pledge of $20 a month, $240 a year to Vermont ETV, we have 1 book left. okay? And that is the absolute as we have it. And that's a promise, ladies and gentlemen. One book left, okay? And I promise I won't take it home with me tonight. Well, let me tell you about something upcoming on Vermont ETV. It's an evening of 40s favorites. Saturday at 7 o'clock. It's the Glenn Miller Band Reunion featuring the original members of Miller's civilian and Army Air Force bands, plus guests that include Jack Jones, Kay Starr, the Lester Wilson Dancers, and the singing group String of Pearls. It's the Glenn Miller musical showcase of hits from tunes like In the Mood to Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree and many, many more. So remember that Saturday night, the 11th, at 7 o'clock. And you'll enjoy that too. Okay, 655-1100 is...
When we think about World War II, we tend to remember the great battles that won the war. Normandy, Iwo Jima, the Battle of the Bulge. But it's the way we won the peace that really defines the stuff Americans are made of. Instead of using our military might to dominate a devastated world, we use our economic power to pick up the pieces, to help our friends and former enemies rebuild their war-torn lands. That kind of generosity is rare, if not unprecedented in history, and we have every right to be proud. Today, the tradition continues. We see it in our foreign aid programs and right here on your television set. Public television is a product of the generosity of individual Americans. I hope you'll take this opportunity to be a part of proud tradition by supporting your public station with a pledge. Do it now.
We are remembering World War II this evening here at Vermont ETV, and we have 5 to go to be on track for this particular break. That's you and 4 others, you and 3 others right now, and I have it on good authority. 1 book left at the $20 monthly pledge. Promise. Memories, music, and movies, a part of our wonderful schedule this month on Vermont ETV, and at 10:30 on this evening, you're going to sit back and enjoy a terrific movie with 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. The Carrier Hornet is really a part of history because of the incredible raid of Jimmy Doolittle, portrayed by Spencer Tracy. So be with us tonight, this 1944 film classic that follows Jimmy Doolittle, an American hero, coming up in just a moment. One more call and we're on track. 655-1100.
That's right, Ken, and one more call and one more book. Pledge of $20 a month, $240 to Vermont ETV, and we'll put your name on this book and send it out to your PDQ. We have reached our goal of 25 calls, and that is really wonderful news. There are some of you still listening in who would like to become members at $30 and get our Vermont ETV program guide every month for a full year. It's always available for you, and whatever amount it is, and we obviously are looking for the large donations. That really is terrific, but every little bit counts and helps a lot. Wherever you are, whatever your means, become a member of Vermont ETV. Become part of the family. Be a program director. Be a supporter. Be an enjoyer. Because you believe with us that TV worth watching is TV worth paying.
ETV has purchased today's Sesame Street with support from our members and from Vermont Yankee Nuclear Power and its 300 employees and families who are pleased to contribute to this program throughout 1989. And from the management and crew of the locally owned Wendy's of Essex Junction, University Mall, Shelburne Road, South Plattsburgh, and Newport. Funding of This Old House on Vermont ETV has been provided by trustworthy hardware stores, problem solvers, and by Weather Shield of Vermont, wholesale distributors of Weather Shield windows and doors, Thermo-True Fiber Classic doors, and the original atrium door. Here you go.
Thanks, Rob. Before we do, we hope that you'll take a minute to call this station to make a pledge.
That's right, because it's pledges like yours that keep programs like This Old House coming week after week.
Well, I think that this is one of the most remarkable transformations before and after in the entire This Old House series. You're going to see a kitchen transform in our 6-part This Old House marathon. Good morning. We are live in the studios of Vermont ETV. and we are seeking your support for what we know to be one of our most popular series here at Vermont ETV. Bob Bila, Norm Abrams. Norm's even broken out on his own with his own series, and they are very, very popular stars. We know that, and we know that many, many, many people watch. We hope that as many who watch will support and consider perhaps a $5 pledge this morning per month for This Old House. That would be a $60 annual pledge, and it would be terrific. So sit back on a sort of a dank and rainy, sleety, snowy day here in the North Country and enjoy the This Old House Marathon. 6 parts, and it's a special break. It's a challenge break. If we get 130 people to call up during the marathon, we can realize some extra money, and Carol will tell you about that in just a moment. So go to your phone, won't you? 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. Our members have challenged you, the people who aren't members yet, to become members today. Their names are on the screen now. They've donated to a special challenge fund. The challenge is to you, our viewers who are not members, to call us today. Become members of Vermont ETV. Help us make our challenge. Help us accept our members' challenge and get that extra money. We set ourselves a goal of 30 calls this break. We've already had one, so we're down to 29. If you and 28 other people become a member of Vermont ETV today, we will make our challenge. We'll get the extra money that our members have given us. But remember, we're challenging you. Won't you call us? 655-1100.
That's right. Now, you know it's awful early in the morning. We got to get you up, get to your phone, okay? Put the coffee cup down and realize that this is a very important break. As Carol mentioned, we only can get this money if you call, okay? This is additional funding that our members have given. They've ended up twice. So consider perhaps a $750 a month contribution. That would be terrific. $90 annual pledge, 12 full issues of our program guide, and a terrific feeling. In addition, for that $90 level, I'd like to tell you about another special reason to make that call this morning. We're going to offer you a full year subscription to Vermont Life magazine. That's right, 4 issues. As you know, they come quarterly. This marvelous magazine that shows the wonderful photography and the marvelous articles, so much part of our quality of life in this region, is another thank you gift for the $90 level. So use MasterCard, use Visa, but do it now, won't you? 802-655-1100.
The challenge is on. The phones are ringing. We're waiting for you to call us. Maybe you're a member of what we call the Been Meaning To Club. You've been meaning to make a call. You've been meaning to become a member. There is no better time to do it than right now. We set ourselves a goal for this break to stay on track for our member challenge of 30 new members. We're down to 26. You and 25 other people need to accept that challenge from our members. You need to go to your phones and call us up. Don't be a member of the Been Meaning To Club any longer. Call us today. Consider a pledge of $5 a month, $60 a year. But do call us. Accept the challenge. 655-1100.
Consider for a moment how public television isn't just superb entertainment. Consider also how proud it makes you feel. Proud that you have the intelligence and good taste to watch programs that enhance the world, that thrill your senses and grasp your emotions. It's television that inspires the heart and challenges the mind, that artfully balances fact and fancy, accomplishments and dreams. Public television is entertainment that you and your family can enjoy with pride. But remember, we need your support to keep it that way. Become a proud participant in programs worth watching. Call right now with your pledge.
All right, how are we doing on the pledge over there, the countdown? We've got 20. That's you and 19 others making that call right now. And I think I've got one phone open. But if you get a busy signal, by all means, keep trying. You are choosing Vermont ETV, and we're awfully glad that you did. We hope that you'll support it as well. If it's $5 a month or $30 a year, make that call, won't you, right now? Let me tell you about a program coming up today at 1 o'clock that you're going to want to sit back and enjoy. Doctor Who, the Horror of Fang Rock. It's an all-afternoon with the Doctor Who. The Doctor and Leela find themselves at a remote lighthouse station where they have been sinister happenings going on, as frequently happens. And immediately following, it's the 5 Doctors special. Glorious reunion of the characters from the first 20 years of Doctor Who. So be with us at 1 for Who's On All Afternoon, Doctor Who, here at Vermont ETV. But right now, it's part 2 of the This Old House Marathon coming up. We've got 5 more episodes to go. Still plenty of time, though, to take the challenge, make that pledge of support, and help stretch your pledge right now, because our members have challenged you to do that. Won't you call right now? 802-655-1100.
Can that old place be restored? Well, it can be a tough question unless you know what to look for in a house. One thing's certain, you need a basic structure that's sound, whether it's an old house like the ones Bob Vila works on, or an institution like public television itself. Same principle applies. When public TV was established over 20 years ago, a lot of people thought it was a sound idea, and they gave it a strong foundation. Now we need to keep building for the future, next week, next month, next year. We have the means to get the programs to you, the foundation, as it were, but we don't always have the wherewithal to get the programs unless you help now. We have a strong base, solid, thanks to many people like you. Now we need you.
We're halfway there on our Member Challenge countdown for this break. We need you to help us make the other half. We set ourselves a goal of 30. We're at 15 and counting, you and 14 other people. If you can consider a pledge of $10 a month, we have a choice of very special gifts for you. If you select your $10 a month, $120 a year, use your MasterCard or Visa, we have a special This Old House poster. Bob and Norm out doing their thing, restoring houses. You know, once the house is finished, those blank walls just cry for posters and pictures. This one's ready to be mounted or framed and hung in your old house. Your den, your kitchen, your family room. If you don't want the poster, we always have our world-famous Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag. Call us with your pledge of $120 and you can have our Vermont ETV tote bag that says, I support quality programming. Use it as an airline carry-on or at the beach. But first of all, call us, 655-1100.
That's right, Carol. Remember, we only have 12 of those posters, so if you've got a kitchen renovation or something like that and you want to put the finishing touch on it, frame This Old House poster and make that pledge. 120 level, and it must be on plastic, okay, for you to be eligible for the poster, okay? Now, let me tell you very quickly, Anne of Green Gables returns to Vermont ETV, and we're awfully proud of this series, as you know. Tonight at 7 o'clock, we are going to offer the first installment of this Emmy Award-winning adaptation of Lucy Maud Montgomery's classic, Anne Returns, and this will be part 1 tonight at 7, and then for the next 3 nights we will air the remaining 3 programs in that marvelous series, another example and another reason why you should go and right now pick up your phone, make the challenge. We've got 13 to go in this break. That's you and 12 others. 802-655-1100.
I'm Jane Seymour, reminding you that there's just no better way to say yes to great television than by calling in a pledge of support. Whatever amount you pledge, you'll be making a statement about how much the programming on this station means to you. It's important for every one of us to get involved because we have to make up in dedication what we lack in numbers. We may not be the largest audience in television history, but I truly believe we are the most loyal. Prove that I'm right by picking up the nearest phone and calling in your pledge. There's a whole studio full of volunteers just waiting to take your call. And remember, you can use your Visa or MasterCard.
Jane's right. We're here. The volunteers are here. We're waiting for you. The member challenge is in effect. We're at 11 and counting. You and 10 other people. Give us a call. Make your pledge of support. Remember, you can use the installment plan. $5 a month, $60 a year. It's so easy to make that pledge to Vermont ETV. Just tell the operator you'd like to put your pledge on the installment plan. They'll take all the information. They'll explain it to you. We'll make it easy for you. Won't you accept the challenge that our members have issued today? Help us make that goal. Help us get that extra money that they've given us to challenge you to become a member of Vermont ETV today. It's so easy to do. You can support This Old House, all the wonderful how-to programs that we offer on Vermont ETV. But you have to call us. All right, 120-655-1100.
Hi, I'm Norm Abram for This Old House. It's fundraising time here on public television. It's a good time to say thank you if you've contributed in the last 12 months. Thanks for your support. It helps pay for the local broadcast of This Old House and other programs you enjoy on this station. Your contributions are the single largest source of funding for public television. So if you haven't given in the last 12 months, do it now. Thank you.
Okay, you see that clock? 2 minutes and 12 seconds, 10 seconds. We will return, we promise, when that clock is 0. Still plenty of time to go to your phone and make that pledge. 2 minutes, my gosh, you could pledge $7.50 a month, and you could get 12 full issues of our program guide, which I am holding here, and as well, an additional thank you gift for the $90 annual level of support. As we've mentioned, Vermont Life has graciously offered to our $90 contributors a full year subscription to that marvelous magazine. So there are lots of reasons to go to your phone this morning. You're going to sit back and enjoy the This Old House Marathon, and we're going to do a Hometime series following that. We're going to talk about porches after we get our kitchen all squared away here. So if you enjoy how-to programs on Vermont ETV, then we need your support. 8 and counting to be on track for this pledge. Remember this challenge. We've got 130 members out there offering us an additional $3,600 during the This Old House Marathon. Money we can only get if you take that challenge and you make that call. So we've got a few seconds left, 1 minute and 10 and counting, 8 to go. You and 7 others for us to be on track for this particular pledge break and the challenge. So take the challenge, won't you? Make the commitment right now. 802-655-1100.
We're here, and we know you're out there watching, and we know you can help us make this challenge. The first challenge of the morning as we start our fund drive this March. We're at 7 and counting, just you and 6 other people. If you call Vermont ETV, it's so easy to make your pledge. Our volunteers are here. They're standing by to take your name and address, your phone number, the amount of your pledge, and explain to you how it all works. But the first thing you have to do is pick up the phone. Take the challenge our members have issued to you to become a new member of Vermont ETV. Call us with your pledge of $30, $60, $90, $120, whatever you're comfortable with. But you've got to pick up the phone and call us. Help us make that challenge. Help us make our goal this morning and tell us that you know TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski, 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Well, I think there is perhaps one line in every single This Old House that exists in every single program, and it's probably the most dreaded line of all. But Bob, what is this all going to cost? Gotta be the line that's in every show. This kitchen is a marvelous project, and you're going to enjoy. We've got 4 more programs to go in the kitchen project in our This Old House Marathon. But we need you to go to your phone right now because this is a challenge break. That's right. We have 130 Vermont ETV members who have given us additional money. This is on top of their regular contribution, their initial contribution, and we can realize an additional $3,600 during the This Old House Marathon if you go to your phone right now. If it's $10 a month, we would encourage you to use MasterCard or Visa. You can use the monthly installment plan, but do make the commitment right now, won't you? 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. Our members are very special people. Some of their names are on the screen right now. The members who have donated to our special challenge fund. What are they challenging? They're challenging you. They want you to join them as members of Vermont ETV, the very special people who support public television in Vermont with your donations and your pledges. We need you to call us. We have a goal of 30. We're down to 29. I think I heard another one making a 28. We're counting down. We need 30 phone calls during this break before we go back to This Old House to meet the challenge our members have issued to us and to you. You can consider a pledge of $30 or $60, whatever you're comfortable with. What's important is that you take our members' challenge, that you meet the challenge right now, that you tell us that you support how-to programming on Vermont ETV, that you want to become a member and accept the challenge. 655-1100.
Okay, we have a good group in the studio here in day 2 of our very important March Vermont ETV fundraiser. There's a $120 pledge, $10 a month. That's terrific, and that woke the group up. We've got Sarah and Hope and Geneva and Charles doing their part this morning. Won't you do yours? And we're down to 27. That's you and 26 others to stay on track for our member challenge break. and that's terrific. If it's a $7.50 a month contribution, that's the $90 annual level, we'd love to send you an additional thank you gift of a year subscription to Vermont Life magazine. Thanks to our friends at Tom Slayton and the folks down at Vermont Life for this additional reason to make your pledge this morning. And it's 4 issues a year, as you know, and you're taking a look at some of the previous issues, in addition to 12 full issues of our Vermont ETV program guide. So what better time than right now, and what better reason than how-to programs on Vermont ETV and the Member Challenge. So make that call now, won't you? We can realize an additional $3,600 that our members have put up to challenge you to make that call right now. 802-655-1100.
When you accept it. We're down to 26. Our goal was 30. You and 25 other people in the few minutes that we're still here between the segments of this old house, asking you to accept our members' challenge and become a member yourself. We can only realize the extra funds that our members have given us if you accept their challenge by calling us. Remember, you can do it in installments. Our pre-authorized contribution plan will send you the brochure. You fill it out and send it back, and the deductions are automatic. You never have to worry about it again. But you then are a member. You've accepted the challenge. You've become a member of Vermont ETV. Our goal was 30. We're at 25 and counting. If you and 24 other people will pick up your phones and call us here at Vermont ETV, say, yes, I support this old house, I support how-to programming, accept the challenge. Call us at 655-1100.
When you make a pledge to public television, in effect, you're making an investment in fine art and in scientific research. You're investing in an educational institution and in communications. When you invest in this station, your support results in high yields for you, your family, and the entire community. So increase your portfolio right now by investing in public television. It's an investment that benefits everyone.
Well, we're having a good time in the studio. We've got Sally talking to St. Johnsbury. Nancy just talked to St. Lazare. Wherever you are watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. So take it seriously, won't you? Perhaps $5 a month. That would be a $60 annual pledge. Get the program guide and a terrific feeling knowing you're helping support how-to programs on Vermont ETV. Very quickly, some movies coming up this month here on Vermont ETV, like every month at 9:05. Tonight, we've got a terrific film. Brian saw him, Get the Tissues Out. Sad one, story of the Chicago Bears football players, Brian Piccolo and Gail Sayers. And then we have Breaking Away, following that at 10:45 this evening. This is the quest of a restless high school grad to become a championship bike racer. Dennis Quaid, Dennis Christopher star in that one. And then tomorrow at 2 p.m., The Way We Were. Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford star as a political activist and an all-American college guy who fall in love. So we've got music, and we've got memories, and we've got movies, and much more. 802-655-1100.
Have you ever been given a job to do, but not the proper tools with which to do it? And then you find your boss getting frustrated with the lack of results. Happens here all the time. You are our boss, and you expect us to be here every time you tune in, providing the best, the most substantial entertainment that can be found on TV. Now, that's our job. Now, all we ask of you is give us the tools.
The challenge is on. We're counting down. The phones are ringing. I know you're out there. I know you can help us meet it. There's another. We suggest you make that pledge of $120, $10 a month. And remember, if you use MasterCard or Visa and pledge, there's another one. Pledge $120 a month with your MasterCard or Visa. We have the special gift of the This Old House poster. We only had 10 when we came out for this break. I don't know if some of those have already gone. The cowbells have been ringing, so they may have. Don't miss your chance. If you want that poster, call us. Make your pledge of $120. Use your credit card. It's only with MasterCard and Visa, and tell the operator that you want the This Old House poster. Won't you take our members challenge? The countdown is going great. We need you to call us at 655-1100.
That's right, Carol. We sincerely believe that our audience here at Vermont ETV is the best audience in the world. We have tremendous support for the programs that we bring you all year round here at Vermont ETV. And if you're a how-to fan, we'd love to get you on board. We've got 11 to go in that challenge. That's you and 10 others. that'll realize some additional money this morning for Vermont ETV. Day 2 of a very important March fundraiser here at Vermont ETV. So make the pledge right now, won't you? If it's $30 a year, we're happy to send you 12 full issues of our program guide. Wherever you're watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. And we take that relationship very seriously. We think it's important. So make the commitment. Great day to sit back and enjoy Vermont ETV. We've got how-to programs all day today, and this afternoon, Doctor Who coming up. Make that call right now, won't you? 802-655-1100.
Hi, this is Johnny Carson. I'd like to remind you of something Mark Twain once said. He said a classic is a book people praise and don't read. In a way, the same thing applies to public television. A lot of people praise public television and never watch. That's why it's so important for those of us who do to get behind it with pledges of support. I watch public television, I support it. And I'm asking you to join me by calling right now. Don't just praise public television, support it with a pledge.
That's right, support it with a pledge. The countdown's going great. The challenge is on. We needed 30 new members to call us during this break and make their pledges. 20 of you have done it. That's 10 more. You and 9 other people. Won't you go to the phones, make your pledge of support. Remember, with 120 and a charge pledge, it's a poster. Frank Galliana of St. Lambert, Quebec did that. So did Madame Anita Cadieux of Montreal and Laurie Sabins of Burlington. We're getting lots of phone calls. We're still counting down. Join us. Take the challenge. 655-1100.
Hello, I'm Leonard Nimoy. Just like you, I'm usually home watching these pledge breaks from the other side of the screen. And if you're like me, you must have thought there's got to be some other way to raise money for public television. Well, there is. Britain, Canada, and Japan all have non-commercial networks, and each one is funded by some kind of tax. It certainly takes the suspense out of fundraising, but it takes choice out of the process, too. You see, these pledge drives are a kind of reality check, a way this station finds out if the programs are meeting your expectations of what good television ought to be. Your pledge delivers the verdict. So, where do you stand? Believe me, a lot depends on your answers to that question. So use this opportunity to make your voice heard, because your public television station listens.
Leonard Nimoy is right. You have a choice when you turn your television set on, what you're going to watch, and you're obviously very choosy people who are watching Vermont ETV. Make the choice right now. This is television on the honor system, really. So make that financial commitment to Vermont ETV. If it's $7.50 a month, we'll be happy to send you, as our thank you gift, 12 full issues of our program guide and a year subscription to Vermont Life magazine. And this is a challenge break, as we've mentioned. 130 of our members will give us an additional $3,600 if during our This Old House Marathon we can reach that 130 new member goal, okay? So make that commitment right now. 802-655-1100.
Making that goal, but we need you to call us. We have 2 minutes left in the break. We're counting down. We're at 5. You and 4 other people, call us, become a member, accept the challenge, and we'll make our goal. We'll get those extra funds that our members have given us. Remember, become a member, and you get a copy of the Vermont ETV program guide. You get an issue every month for a full year telling you all the wonderful programs that are on Vermont ETV. But before you get the guide, you have to become a member. Accept our members' challenge. We're down to 3. You and 2 other people. We've got a minute and a half left. I know we can do it, but we need you to take the challenge right now at 655-1100.
That's right. We're counting down. You see a minute and 20 on the screen there. That means we're going to return to the program at precisely the 0 mark. And there's the $120 pledge. And you have time to run. It just takes a moment. And 3 people, you and 2 others, will get us on track for our member challenge break. There's one more call. You and 1 other person can make that call right now. Any level of support is welcome. Very quickly, next Saturday at 11, we'll have a Hometime porch project. So if you're a how-to fan, we need to hear from you. The phones are ringing. I think we're there, gang. I think we're there. Yes! You care and you believe in how-to programs here on Vermont ETV. That's terrific, but don't stop calling, because we're talking 130 members during our This Old House Marathon to realize an additional $3,600 that our members have anteed up in addition to their initial contribution to us. That's commitment, and that's what we're asking for today. There's a $120 pledge, $10 a month. Use MasterCard and Visa, but make the choice right now, won't you? Choose Vermont ETV. choose to get involved with Vermont ETV and public television here in the North Country, and choose to make that call right now, won't you? Because we know that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you'd prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski, 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
The exciting conclusion coming up in just a moment, program number 6 in our This Old House Marathon. I have no idea what Bob and Norma are making there in the basement. I'd like to see what they're doing there, too. So if you've been with us all morning, you know what we're here for. We're here to get your financial commitment to support how-to programs here at Vermont ETV, and it's a very special time. This is a challenge break here at Vermont ETV. 130 of our existing ETV members have anteed up additional money to the tune of $3,600, which we can only realize if between now and the end of the next program, we've signed up 130 new members of the Vermont ETV family. So consider $10 a month or $5 a month, $30 a year. The amount is less important than the commitment. If you can make that $10 monthly pledge, we've got some additional incentives for you. We've got our tote bag and a wonderful poster, very few of those left. But you go to your phone right now, 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. The challenge is still in effect. On your screen, the names of still more members who made an additional gift to challenge you, our viewers, to become new members of Vermont ETV. It's so easy to do. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call us. They've issued the challenge. We're so close to being able to get and use the money that those members have donated to us to buy new programs for you. We started with a goal this break of 20 new members, and we're already at 18. We're counting so fast I can't keep up with it. Will you be the next one to call? Remember, MasterCard and Visa make it easy. Consider a pledge of $5 a month, or if you can, $10 a month. Anna Totoshuk of Ville, Lemoyne, Quebec made a pledge of $120. Also, Peter Knight of Keene, New Hampshire, and John Donga of St. Hubert, Quebec. Will you be the next one to pick up the challenge, to call us at 655-1100?
Just coming through the autumn of '88 edition of Vermont Life magazine. And this is a very special thank you gift for those who can pledge at the $90 level, $7.50 a month, or a one-time payment. It's a full year's subscription to Vermont Life, in addition to 12 issues of our program guide, and it's our way of saying thank you. We're very grateful to our friends at Vermont Life for offering this thank you gift to our new members here at Vermont ETV. So come on board. We've got 15, that's you, and 14 more to go to make our challenge break. It has been a spectacular morning here at the This Old House Marathon. The concluding program coming up in just a few minutes. Plenty of time to join the family, won't you? 802-655-1100.
There's our first $120 call. You heard the cowbell. Somebody accepted the challenge. If they use MasterCard and Visa, they may get one of our couple of This Old House posters that are left. Remember, MasterCard and Visa make it easy for you and for us. You call, you tell our phone operator that you're using a credit card, give them your credit card number, the expiration date, and the amount of your pledge. We can charge you all at once, or we can charge you in installments. The phones are ringing. Ken's right. It's been a great morning. You're telling us that there is support out there for This Old House, for how-to programs on Vermont ETV. You're picking up our members' challenge. If you haven't yet, do it now at 655-1100.
When you subscribe to this station, you're giving yourself great programs like National Geographic, American Playhouse, and great performances. But think about it. You're also supporting important programs for your children. Young minds deserve the best we can provide, and shows for children on PBS are a way to have fun with learning. Whether Mr. Rogers starts their morning or Sesame Street completes their afternoon, the youngest members of your family are gaining knowledge about the world, about life, and about themselves. By supporting this programming, you're giving young minds food for the future. Make that call right now. Your kids love to watch TV. Isn't PBS the kind of TV you want them to watch?
All right, how are we doing? We're down to 11. That's you and 10 more to make our challenge break goal this break. Let me tell you a little bit about where we project to spend the income that we need in this fiscal year. It's a lot of money, and we want you to know how we plan to spend it, or actually where we derive it. The income pie, as you see to my side here, indicates that 14% comes from the federal government. That's down substantially from about 25% of our budget a few years ago. State of Vermont gives us about 25%. We get 7% from underwriting, 8% from our annual fundraising auction coming up in April. But the big part of this pie is 46%. 46 cents of every dollar we raise comes from you, comes from this sort of activity, pledge money from our individual contributing members, some 40,000 strong. We're awfully grateful to those of you who are on board. If you're not, how about making a call right now? 655-1100.
We believe that good TV viewing habits are a family concern. If you're selective about what you let your children watch, chances are your TV is tuned to this station more often than not. Throughout the day, you get programs that inform while they entertain. You get wholesome, intelligent programming that's not only fun, but interesting to watch. Tonight, we are asking you to take some responsibility for being able to come home and have this type of family programming available to you. Giving more thought to what you and your children watch is a good habit to develop. So is giving to public television. Starting now.
The phones are ringing like crazy. If you're having trouble getting through, bear with us and we'll be with you in just a minute. If you get a busy signal, try again. We're counting down our member challenge. We're at 8 and counting. We have one This Old House poster left with MasterCard or Visa and a $120 pledge. And there's 120. Maybe that's our last poster. If not, there's only one left. We still have our world-famous Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag available for you. Great for traveling or the beach. William McKenna of DDO made his $120 pledge. Tom Balma of Pierrefonds. Ken and Nancy Mason of East Montpelier. And Thomas Rennert of Rockland, Vermont. All of these people have pledged $120. You've still got time. Take the challenge and call us. 655-1100.
We are hearing from Ontario. We're hearing from Randolph, Vermont, and I see Jefferson Village and Barrie and all kinds of wonderful locations in our viewing area are calling and supporting Vermont ETV, and we're down to 7. You and 6 more to make our goal for this challenge break. There's a $120 pledge. Music to our ears. And if you like how-to programs, be with us next Saturday. We're going to do a version of this again. Instead of a kitchen, we're going to be building a porch with Joanne Liebler and the people from Hometime. That'll be at 11 o'clock starting next Saturday, the Hometime Porch Project. So be with us again next Saturday, where we can do this all again. You like how-to programs, we know you do, but we need your support to help them keep coming your way. 802-655-1100.
Get involved. Show us how you feel about all the wonderful shows on this station. You know, you're not going to find these kinds of programs on any other channel. So everything depends on you and your determination to get the job done. All it takes is a phone call and a pledge. Be a part of the public television revolution, where uncommon dedication is a common virtue.
Joe's right. Every vote counts. Your vote counts, and the way you vote is by calling us. It's so easy to think it doesn't matter. What's one more phone call? What's one more opinion? But we listen to what you're telling us. You're calling us today. You're saying, we want this old house. We want how-to programs on Vermont ETV. You're also telling our members who so generously gave us the challenge fund that you're picking up that challenge. We're at 5 and counting, and there's a 120. Thank you. Someone else picking up the challenge to become a new member of Vermont ETV. You still have time. You can accept the challenge. You can be our next new member at 655-1100.
Hi, this is Johnny Carson. There are a lot of ways an audience shows appreciation for performance. Applause, cheers, and sometimes even groans. All that's food for the soul. But maybe the sincerest compliment of all comes from the fans when they're willing to shell out some hard-earned cash to buy a ticket to a movie, a play, or a concert. But what about all these great shows we watch on PBS? Shows like Nova, Masterpiece Theater, Nature, the National Geographic specials. There's no box office, and nobody collects tickets when you watch this channel. But there is a way to say thanks, a way that you can show your appreciation for the great performances you get on public television. Simply go to your phone, register your applause with a generous pledge of support. Believe me, it's your ticket, to another year of superb television. Thank you.
That's right, Johnny. You know, this is television on the honor system. You choose Vermont ETV, and we hope that you choose to make a financial contribution. You still have 2 minutes and 18 seconds and counting before we return to the final episode in our This Old House Kitchen project. Plenty of time to make that commitment to Vermont ETV. $5 a month, whatever level. We'd love to hear from you, and we're going to meet that challenge. That's down at 2. That's you and one other making that call. Very quickly, Brian's song, airing tonight at 9:05. A wonderful movie. And James Caan and Billy D. Williams portraying the friendship between two Chicago Bears football players, Brian Piccolo and Gale Sayers. A very touching story. Get the old Kleenex out and be with us tonight at 9:05 for Front Row Features. And that's Brian's song. Another reason to make that call right now, 802-655-1100.
I know we're going to make our challenge. We're at 2. A minute and a half to go. The clock is counting, and 2 members. If you and one other person pick up your credit card, call Vermont ETV, make your pledge of support, that's all it takes. We'll meet our goal. We'll stay on track. We'll be able to use the extra money our members have given us to meet the challenge and buy great programs for you. The kind of programs that you're telling us you want to see. Every time you call us, you're telling us what you want to see. There's one more person. Will you be the one person to call us to pick up the challenge, say we've made it? Consider 30, 60, whatever amount you're comfortable with. Pick up the challenge. Tell our members you're with us at 655-1100.
Be a fast phone dialer, 50 seconds, and you can get in and we will make the challenge. We'll be on track and we'll realize 130 members additional contributions to the tune of $3,600 extra that they're putting up right now for you to become a member of Vermont ETV. Put our volunteers to work right now. We're going to see the conclusion of Ava and Roy's Kitchen Project in the next episode, and we'll be here after that again for your financial support for how-to programs here at Vermont ETV. So get out of the Ben Meeting to Club, won't you? Join the growing numbers of families here in the Vermont ETV region and who watch us wherever they're watching us, because they know, as so many families, we made it! That TV worth watching is TV worth paying for. Terrific.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski, 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Okay, Norma, I get it. It's a lumber rack that we've been building here for the last couple of hours, right? Not bad. And now, let's get back to the 6th and final episode of this special edition of This Old House. And thanks for understanding that it's your pledge that provides crucial support for public television. Now, let's wrap up that dream kitchen.
Presentation of This Old House is made possible by Weyerhaeuser, providers of building materials, services, and other products that help Americans live better at the same address. Weyerhaeuser.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Welcome to This Old House. And today, our 6th and final visit to the Dream Kitchen Project. As you can see behind me, we've had our first significant snowfall, and the temperatures plummeted down into the teens. So it isn't easy.
The millions of viewers who help pay for bringing these programs to public television.
Yeah, we're really relying on you to try to keep this public TV station in good financial health. So if you haven't done so already, make your pledge right now, and thanks.
It's a lumber rack. Son of a gun. Well, we started at 9 o'clock this morning with the first of 6 episodes of our This Old House Kitchen Project. And we transformed a 100-year-old Victorian kitchen with metal cabinets and a hole in the wall for a vent into a dream kitchen with its very own wine rack and a lovely bay window. A marvelous, marvelous program, a series that we know so many of our Vermont ETV viewers enjoy. And now's the time to go to your phone and help us pay for it. And this is a challenge break. 130 of our members have anteed up additional money to the tune of $3,600, which we can only realize if we get 130 people out there to make that phone call. So won't you do it right now? $5 a month or $7.50 a month, $10 a month. The amount is less important than the commitment, and we'll send you 12 full issues of our Vermont ETV program guide. You can follow the how-to schedule with tremendous accuracy. Okay? So make that call right now. 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. This is the final piece of our member challenge this morning to go with this old house. The names on the screen are still more members who contributed to a very special challenge fund. Money we can only touch to buy programming if you, the viewers who are not yet members, call us and become members right now. These members are challenging you to join them as a member of Vermont ETV. All you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. Make your pledge of support. Consider $5 a month. It's that easy. We started with a goal of 20 new members this break to keep us on track to make that challenge. We're at 19, 18, and counting as Teresa takes off another number and there's another phone call. I know we can do it. We've stayed on track all morning because you're out there telling us that you support this old house, that you want to see more how-to programming on Vermont ETV. Personally, I want that kitchen. I'd love to have a project like that in my house. In the meantime, give us a call, 655-1100.
That's right, Carolyn. We'd like to thank Trustworthy Hardware Stores, one of our marvelous underwriters of this old house, and the Weather Shield of Vermont, okay? Weather Shield of Vermont, and there's Trustworthy Hardware Stores. They help us underwrite. They help us pay for this old house, and but there are obviously operating costs and broadcast costs beyond the acquisition cost, the broadcast rights cost that our underwriters help us pay for. There's a $120 pledge, and that makes us feel great. Thanks to our underwriters, though. Remember, at the $7.50 a month level, $90 a year, we've got a very special thank you gift for you here at Vermont ETV, courtesy of our friends at Vermont Life Magazine, a year's subscription to Vermont Life Magazine, 4 issues of their magazine and 12 full issues of our Vermont ETV program guide. So take the challenge right now. 14 it's down to. That's you and 13 others. 802-655-1100.
We're counting down. We're at 14 and counting, 13 and counting. You still have time. If you've been meaning to call us, whether you've been meaning to all morning or been meaning to for years, there's no better time than right now. Pick up the phone, bring your MasterCard or Visa to the phone with you. Tell one of our phone operators that you want to become a member of Vermont ETV, that you want to accept our members' challenge, be one of the 12 people that we're still waiting to hear from this morning to keep us on track. That extra challenge fund our members gave us will go into great programming for you, the people who watch Vermont ETV every day. So if you've been meaning to call us, won't you do it now? 655-1100.
Come with us on an exciting journey. There are so many lands to visit, so many priceless things needing to be discovered. There's wonderful music waiting to be heard, and creations of nature not yet explored. Every day, public television invites you on an adventure, a stimulating tour of sights and sounds significant to your life. We help you understand the truths and fantasies of our busy world, from today's complexities through tomorrow's miracles. But your invitation does have a price, the price of support. Call right now with your pledge.
All right, Sarah is talking to Montreal, and Cindy's got Colchester on the phone. Annie's talking to Essex Junction. We're hearing from all parts of the Vermont ETV viewing region. We've heard from Ontario, New Hampshire, New York State, Massachusetts, and Vermont, of course. Wherever you're watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. So consider $5 a month, MasterCard and Visa. You can put it on the installment plan and make that commitment, won't you? And if you're a how-to fan, be with us next Saturday at 11 o'clock. Dean Johnson and Joanne Liebler, the Hometime crew. There's a $120 pledge. The Hometime crew will be building a porch. So it's probably a little chilly to be doing that kind of work right now, but if you've got plans for post-mud season, so to speak, to make that porch project happen, we suggest that you be with us next Saturday. And we also would suggest that you help us defray the costs of this kind of program. And you do that by going to your phone, 655-1100.
Here's every parent's list of the best babysitters in the world. Bert and Ernie, Big Bird, Grover, Cookie Monster, Old Sesame Street Bird. And you think of all the hours they've spent entertaining, educating, and just being trusted companions for our kids. Making the pledge to this station has to be the best babysitting bargain of a lifetime. And it's more. It's worry-free TV. Television you can let your kids watch and never be afraid of what they are seeing and learning. Your pledge is an endorsement of the kind of programming a young mind can grow on. So do your part. Make children's television the positive force it must be to help our children become the kind of adults we want them to be. If the phone lines are jammed, don't get discouraged. Be encouraged. And keep calling, will you, until you get through?
And Jack's right, the phone lines are jammed. You're telling us that you believe in how-to programming, that you like this old house. You're calling in your pledges. We have one poster left for a $120 pledge on a charge account, MasterCard or Visa. We have one poster of Bob and Norm left. After that, with your $120 pledge, you can still get our world-famous Vermont ETV tote bag. You can still use your charge card, but we only have one poster left. We're counting down our final member challenge break. We're at 8 and counting, looking for 8 more new members, 8 more people to call us and join Vermont ETV, become a member of Vermont ETV today. You've been calling us all day. The phones are busy. If you don't get through right away, please call again. If you get a busy signal, give us a minute and call us back, because we are really busy. You're out there telling us that you believe in this old house. So keep trying. 655-1100.
That's right, Carol. Thank you, truly, from the bottom of our hearts here at Vermont ETV for choosing Vermont ETV, for watching, and we hope for supporting. This has been a spectacular morning for us here, day 2 of our very important March fundraiser here at Vermont ETV. You know, there's also a method called pre-authorized contribution. Maybe you don't want to write that monthly check to us. Well, we can electronically withdraw a specified amount, $5 a month, from your checking account, and so ask about that. It's our pre-authorized contribution, PAC, as we call it here at Vermont ETV. Lots of ways to do it, and it's very important right now. As we count down, we've got 8, that's you and 7 others, to make that pledge right now, and we'll be on track. That'll mean an additional $3,600 that our members have put up to challenge you to go to your phone right now. 655-1100. Terrific.
Hello, I'm Leonard Nimoy, and it's decision time. It's time to make up your mind to support public television or just sit on the sidelines and hope the good programs keep coming. But while you're thinking it over, let me remind you of something the philosopher Edmund Burke said. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Well, the same thing applies to the triumph of bad television. So get involved. Viewer-supported television is only as good as the viewers who support it.
The member challenge is almost over, but we're just getting started. We've got a full afternoon of Doctor Who ahead of us. The Horror of Fang Rock and the very, very special 5 Doctors special. There's another 120. Thank you. Robert Scott from Rockland called in a $120 pledge, and so did Colette Leduc from Montreal and Madeline LaBelle from Chateauguay. They're all $120 pledgers over this old house. If you pledge $120 the next time with Doctor Who, there's another one. We'll have some new special gifts for you. All the Whovians out there, I hope you'll stay tuned, stay with us for 4 hours of very special programming with Doctor Who. But before you do that, won't you call us? 655-1100.
I'm Robert Wagner. Every good actor knows what it means to dig down for that something extra, that moment of truth that breathes life into a performance and makes the difference between the acceptable and the remarkable. Now, you may not realize it, but it's your performance that breathes life into public television. Your willingness to dig down and give something extra makes the difference between acceptable and remarkable programming on PBS. Well, this is your moment of truth. Do you care enough to give something back to the station that's given you so much for so long? Believe me, your yes or no answer literally determines just how good PBS can be. So, give us a call.
Whovians, stay tuned. That's not a time warp up there. There's a $120 pledge. That's a clock indicating that we are going to be going to an afternoon of Doctor Who here at Vermont ETV, and we're awfully glad to have this series. And you asked for it. You said, hey, how come you guys don't air this thing? And we went out and we acquired it with your financial support, your help, and that's what it's all about. That's why we're here during our March Fund Drive. This is day 2, so get set to be intergalactic with us here, and we're going to sit back and enjoy a whole afternoon. We tell you very quickly that we're going to, at 2:55, we will have the 5 Doctors special. Okay, this is the reunion of characters from the first 20 years of Doctor Who. Peter Davison joins his predecessors And be sure to join us this afternoon at 2:55 for the 5 Doctor Special. You know that whistling theme very well if you're a Who fan. At 1 minute and 45 seconds away, plenty of time to make that call. We are at 3. That's you and 2 more people to make the member challenge to realize an additional $3,600 that our members have put up. So make that call quickly, 802-655-1100.
I know we can do it, Ken. I know you can do it. There's one more, and there's a 122. Thank you. We're down to 2. You and 1 other person to call us to make that pledge of support and help us realize that member challenge fund that our members established for us. Our volunteers are getting ready to go home, but we're going to stay here. I want to thank the Friends of Vermont ETV who came in this morning, and thank Dunkin' Donuts and 7-Up Bottling and Vermont House of Coffee for providing breakfast for us this morning. Most of all, there's another 120. Most of all, I want to thank you, every one of our viewers who called in this morning, who became a brand new member of Vermont ETV, who helped us meet the challenge our members set for us and for you. Want 1 more if you call in? We're looking for 1 more phone call to keep us on track. It could be you calling 655-1100.
That's right, Carol. 1 more call. That's you who are watching Doctor Who and sitting back and are going to enjoy it. So great afternoon. There it is. You hit it. You ought to feel terrific. And I know you made our day. You made our morning. The This Old House Marathon was a tremendous success. Again, next Saturday at 11 o'clock, we'll have the Hometime people. But right now, sit back and enjoy a wonderful afternoon of Doctor Who with the 5 Doctor Special and all kinds of things intergalactic. Another example here at Vermont ETV of TV worth watching and TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV Winooski 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Stay tuned. Our Hometime Porch project will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
Well, we have moved from This Old House, working on a kitchen last Saturday, to Hometime this Saturday. And we've got a 3-season porch that will make your spring project go spiffily. At least we hope so. And if you're a how-to fan, we need to hear from you right now. We are live this morning in the studios of Vermont ETV with our volunteers from Shelburne Museum. Good group this morning, giving up their morning in support of this kind of programming here at Vermont ETV. So sit back and enjoy, but also understand fundamentally the role that we ask you to play in these kinds of programs, whether it's $5 a month or $10 a month, MasterCard, Visa, lots of ways to do it, but we need to hear from you right now. 802-655-1100.
We're hoping to have 25 of you call us right now, become members of Vermont ETV, make the choice in favor of how-to programming. Our goal is at 25. We're waiting for you to pick up the phone and call us and become a member of Vermont ETV. Tell us that you enjoy how-to programming, that you want to see more of This Old House, more Hometime. Come in from the porch for just a few minutes, pick up the phone and call us. Use your MasterCard or Visa. Consider making a pledge of $5 a month, $60 a year, in support of how-to programming on Vermont ETV. You could be the first one to make the phones ring if you call 655-1100.
When you're watching other channels, do you find yourself squirming around and trying to get comfortable and looking at the watch, flipping through the channels from one to another? Or when you watch a program on public television, I'll bet you don't do any of those things. Maybe it's because programs on public television engage you and hold you, challenge you. Plainly put, maybe it's because they're worth watching. So if you're squirming and wriggling around as you watch public television, maybe it's just because you feel a little guilty because those programs you're watching, other people are supporting, and you're not. Easy way to get comfortable. Call and make a pledge.
All right, we have a goal of 25 behind us here, and I don't think we've gotten a call yet this morning. We know you how-to fans. There's the first phone call. That's terrific. I know it's early, but put the coffee down, get over to the phone, and realize how important you are in making these kinds of how-to programs happen. My wife would call 911 if I picked up a circular saw or even tried to take on one of these projects, I can guarantee you. But I enjoy watching them, and I also like supporting them. put our volunteers to work. We've got Deborah and Eric and Mary and Louise over here from Shelburne Museum. They're nice people, and they'd love to talk to you. And for $7.50 a month, we've got Vermont Life subscription for a year. A tremendous incentive for you to make that call right now. So won't you do it? Hop on over to your phone, 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. It's easy to become a member of Vermont ETV. All you have to do is call us. MasterCard and Visa cheerfully accepted by our phone volunteers. Chris and Peg are sitting next to me waiting to hear their phones ring. They'll be happy to take your pledge. They'll ask for your name and phone number, your address, the amount of your pledge. If you use MasterCard or Visa, we need your card number and the expiration date. And that's all there is to it. You become a member of Vermont ETV. You get the program guide for a year, and most important, you tell us that you support public television, that you support how-to programs like Hometime, the Porch Project that we're watching this morning. It's so easy to do, but before you can do anything else, you have to call us. Just pick up the phone, call 655-1100.
There are so many reasons to watch public television. So many bright and exciting programs that transport us to mysterious places and enlighten us with promising ideas. It's common sense television, and it's uncommon entertainment. When you consider the incredible variety of reasons you watch this station, remember, they're the same reasons you should support it. Call now with your pledge.
Special 90-minute version of Hometime this morning. Joanne Liebler and Dean Johnson come your way every Saturday here on Vermont ETV, and we have cooking shows and all kinds of shows on basket weaving and quilt making. And if you're a how-to fan, understand how fundamental you are in the process of enabling us, empowering us really to acquire these kinds of programs. $5 a month would be terrific. Entitle you to 12 full issues of our Vermont ETV program guide. You can use MasterCard and Visa when you make that call, but hop on over to your phone right now. We'd love to hear from you. Let me tell you about a program coming up on Thursday at 7:25. James Arness hosts a moving tribute to the Duke. There's a $120 pledge here at Vermont ETV. That's terrific. It includes interviews with former President Ronald Reagan, Rich Little, Angie Dickinson, and many of John Wayne's co-stars. So be with us for John Wayne Standing Tall. That's Thursday, March 16th at 7:25 here on Vermont ETV. 802-655-1100.
Hi, I'm Norm Abram for This Old House. It's fundraising time here on public television. It's a good time to say thank you if you've contributed in the last 12 months. Thanks for your support. It helps pay for the local broadcast of This Old House and other programs you enjoy on this station. Viewer contributions are the single largest source of funding for public television. So if you haven't given in the last 12 months, do it now. Thank you.
That's right, Norm. If you haven't given, now's the perfect time. We set ourselves a goal, an ambitious goal, of 25 new members on this break. We're at 19 and counting. If you and 18 other people pick up your phones, we'll be on target for the first break of our How-To Morning. A pledge of $30 brings you the Vermont ETV program guide for a full year. Make your pledge of support today, and we'll send the March program guide out to you at the beginning of next week. You won't miss any of your how-to programs, whether you like to quilt, cook, or build a porch. It's all here on Vermont ETV, and it's all here in the program guide. How to get it? Pick up the phone, give us a call, make a pledge of $30, $50, $120, you'll hear a cowbell ring. You can do it in installments, but you have to call us first. 655-1100.
One of my favorite shows of our how-to lineup will come up a little bit later on today here on Vermont ETV, Victory Garden. And when it started a long time ago, I know Bob Vila started a long time ago, there was a lot of doubt as to whether or not this kind of programming would last. I remember the very first series he did, he said, gee, I wonder if we'll be back again. Well, the rest is history, as they say, and it's been possible because of your public support. If it's $10 a month, we'll happily send along our Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag, a very handy thing for you with some straps and a shoulder bag, very attractive sort of statement that you make when you carry this thing proudly around as you go to the hardware store or whatever your needs are. But it's really the programs that the biggest benefit that you derive from your involvement right now at any level of support. So we've got two more parts. We're going to see this three-season porch unfold before our very eyes. Another example here at Vermont ETV, TV worth watching and TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski, 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Stay tuned. Our Hometime Porch project will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
Want to reorder? Want to reorder? It was kind of an amusing segment, I thought, during the last part, too, of our Hometime project. And if you're enjoying the project, we're just talking in the back room also, I think that these programs, perhaps more than This Old House, are really instructional. This Old House is wonderful. It takes us all over the globe, and we see how things are made and everything else. But this is a kind of a series that I know that many, many, many how-toers really, truly enjoy, because you can examine precisely from site prep to framing exactly how a job has to go. So if you appreciate it, make that $5 monthly pledge right now and use MasterCard and Visa when you make that call at 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. Hometime is a lot different than This Old House. Both of them, though, are examples of the diversity of programming that we offer you here on Vermont ETV. We're going to follow our how-to today with Doctor Who. We have great movies coming up during the week. Nature programming tomorrow. There's something for everyone on Vermont ETV. And we need you to help support whatever it is you like here at Vermont ETV. Maybe it's the Porch Project today on Hometime. We set ourselves a goal of 15 new members this break. One person has already called in. We're hoping you'll be the next one to call 655-1100.
This Old House is the kind of program that really sets public TV apart. Instructional, yet entertaining. You can watch this show to learn a skill that can be put into action today or store it away to build for the future. Just think how much you'll learn and enjoy learning by watching such a series. How much would it cost to learn this somewhere else? And would it be even close to being this entertaining? This is knowledge practically applied. Entertainment with substance. But without your support, it's gone. This Old House and this old station are ongoing projects. So even if you've given once before to support this show, give again, won't you? We need all the help we can get to stay in good repair with a good supply of programs just waiting to be enjoyed by someone special, like you.
These pledge breaks really are a sort of a restoration project, if you think of them that way. You are empowering Vermont ETV. You're going to give us your dollars, and we promise to stretch them as absolutely far as we can to bring you quality how-to programs. If it's a $10 monthly pledge, that would be terrific. We'll ring a cowbell in your honor, read your name on the air, and send you, in addition to 12 full issues of our program guide, this lovely Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag. Got to get the mouth working here this morning. But wherever you're watching Vermont ETV, we are your public television station. And if you enjoy how-to programs, never easier than right now in day 9 of a very important March fundraiser here. Put our Shelburne Museum volunteers to work, won't you? 802-655-1100.
We set ourselves a goal of 15 new members this break. We're at 12 and counting, so some of you have called in. Ken showed you our Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag. Paul Petrika of Shoreham, Vermont, called last time with his $120 pledge. We'll have a tote bag going out to Paul. You can have your very own tote bag by picking up the phone. If you've been meaning to call us, keep thinking about it. There is no better time than right now. Get off the couch. Become a member of Vermont ETV instead of the Been Meaning To Club. Just pick up the phone and tell one of our Shelburne Museum volunteers that you support how-to programming on public television, that you want to help us make our goal of 15 new members. It's so easy. 655-1100.
Programs here on Vermont ETV. Chris is talking to Westford, Vermont. Guy's got Milton on the phone. We've got Pauline and Deborah. Why don't you give them a call? They'd love to hear from you. Let me tell you about some new programs coming up here in Vermont ETV that you're going to want to set your viewing time aside for. March 23rd, a new mystery series begins Great performances. La Sylphide begins on the 24th. And we've got the 60-minute gourmet himself, Pierre Fernet, with a new season called Cuisine Rapide. So those are additional reasons for you to go to your phone right now. $7.50 a month, $90 annual level. We'll be happy to send along a full year subscription to Vermont Life magazine, in addition to 12 full issues of our program guide. So lots of reasons to do it. But the best one, of course, is to continue this kind of programming. Keep it coming your way. 802-655-1100.
Why does this station have pledge drives? Perhaps the answer isn't really crystal clear. You see, pledge drives generate a large amount of money, the dollars we need to pay for programs. And although pledge revenues come in like a flood, they're poured right back out again into millions of dollars worth of programming. And while some shows are relatively inexpensive, others can easily run the well dry. Pledge drives work beautifully in maintaining a steady stream of funding. But if we ever came up short, a great news show might just end up an empty promise. Call right now with your pledge. Support television's most refreshing alternative.
We don't want to come up with any empty promises for you. We want to come through with everything we promised you and more. And in order to do that, we need your help. We set ourselves a goal of 15 new members. We're at 10 and counting. Remember, if you're not a how-to fan or you're looking for other things, Vermont ETV is home of some of the greatest movies on television. Tomorrow, we have Never Cry Wolf, Farley Mowatt's true life wilderness adventure, kicking off a day of animal and nature programming. Monday, Secret Agent, kicking off a full week of Hitchcock's great movies. And on Sunday, March 19th, the final day of this very important drive, I'm Prejudiced, one of the greatest movies of all time, Charles Laughton, the original Mutiny on the Bounty. You've got a movie suggestion? Make it when you call in your pledge. Tell the operator when you call 655-1100.
That's right, Carol. Lots of ways to do it, but the first thing you have to do is to go to your phone. We, of course, encourage you to use MasterCard and Visa. When you make that call to Vermont ETV, ask about our pre-authorized contribution option. That's a way for you to electronically authorize us to withdraw a specified amount each month. We've mentioned $7.50 a month, Vermont Life magazine, yours for a year. But of course, the best reason of all is to keep this kind of quality programming coming your way. The final part of our Hometime special coming up in just a moment. And as we've said so often, TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
Thank you for choosing TV worth watching. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you'd prefer to pledge by mail, rush your check to Vermont ETV, Winooski 05404. This is Vermont ETV.
Thanks for your pledges and support. And now, part 3 of our 3-season porch project.
Welcome to Hometime. I'm Dean Johnson. We're in the final process of putting...
If that's your goal, you may want to think in terms of insulating the ceiling to keep the warm air in.
Or you might consider putting indoor-outdoor carpeting on the decking to keep the cold air from sneaking up from below.
For Hometime, I'm Joanne Liebler.
And I'm Dean Johnson. Say, did you get those chips the other night?
Yeah, they're in the kitchen if you want to go get them.
Oh, would you mind running and grabbing them?
Yeah, I kind of would mind.
Awfully comfortable.
Hometime was made possible by Chevrolet Motor Division, who brings you Blazers and other trucks for personal and business use. The heartbeat of America. Today's Chevy truck.
Now, I could do that last part, you know, the putting the feet up. I do that extremely well. I thought it was very impressive that they had the thing all screened in and then took it all down to show you how to do the more permanent window treatment there. A very impressive program. And I know that you how-to people out there are watching and enjoying and perhaps taping so that you can stop and start when you start your own project and review a little bit. That would be a very handy device, I'm sure. If you enjoyed this kind of program, we need to hear from you right now. We are live in the studios of Vermont ETV with our volunteers from Shelburne Museum and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Merry Misses, stuffing envelopes over there, working hard this morning and this afternoon. Victory Garden coming up in just a moment. So if you support how-to programs on Vermont ETV, consider perhaps a $10 monthly pledge. And as a thank you gift, we'll be happy to send along to you our world-famous Bravo Vermont ETV tote bag, seen all over the land here, and it's a statement, really, of your support of quality programs here on Vermont ETV. So if you're watching in New Hampshire or Massachusetts or New York or Canada, wherever we're coming into your home, we need to hear from you right now. 802-655-1100.
That's right, Ken. We're waiting to hear from you. We set a goal of 15 phone calls this break. One person has already called, and if the phone lines are open, you can be next. Maybe you'll talk to Guy, maybe you'll talk to Mary. Pick up the phone, give us a call, use MasterCard or Visa to make it easy, and consider $5 a month. Remember, we're your public television station. We want to know what you...
And great to know that one of the pilots gets a chance to come to Vermont to visit occasionally. We hope that maybe he'll be here this summer. We'll have a chance to talk with Francis Angier from his home down at Asheville, Henderson, Carolina. And that would be really wonderful. We hope that you have enjoyed the Memphis Belle, and that if you have, you're going to make a pledge of support now to Vermont ETV. You can do it in any amount, but may we make a recommendation that you send us $7.50 a month. We'll send you the 5 copies of the World War II newspapers, which will graphically detail for you everything about the social mores of the United States and the World War we were involved in at that time. But right now, it's important. Das Boot is upcoming in just a few moments, but you have a chance here now to go and register your support for all of the film that we have brought you tonight from World War II. If you appreciate it, if you've enjoyed it, call 655-1100.
That's right, Jack. We've had a rather ambitious goal for ourselves here for our 10-day fundraiser, the final fundraiser of 1989. We'd like to turn 1,700 viewers into new members of our Vermont ETV family. To the moment, we're doing terrific. 806 is the number, as you can see there. And as Jack mentioned, those newspapers are available for a $90 annual pledge. MasterCard and Visa, certainly, in monthly installments, $7.50 a month are certainly acceptable. And here's the D-Day edition. It wasn't just war news. I'll turn to page 2 here. An article on a new paralysis plan for poliomyelitis, and an article about a chicken that stopped a prison show. And how about a girl who was suspended for jive talk? I wonder what that means in 1945. So it is really a sort of a trip through memory lane, and you can look back and read the comics and the sports pages. It's a wonderful gift for someone who you might like to pass on. So make that $90 pledge. Use our toll-free number, 1-800-326-1122, or in Greater Burlington, 655-1100.
Ken, we're seeking 15 new members in this break, and we hope that we're going to hear from lots of you out there. You know, many people have already made substantial commitments to Vermont ETV. We have $120 pledgers, anonymously from Rutland, Vermont, and from St. Jerome, PQ. Francis Lauder of Keene, New Hampshire, pledged $120. Mike Deemer of Barrie, an anonymous caller from Montreal. Talar Azad Saro Chikmanian of Montreal, and Theodosia Eddy of Poultney, Vermont. Wonderful, Theodosia. Nice to hear from you again. And, of course, we hope that all of you looking in out there, if you've not made your commitment to public television, you will do it. We're going to go to Das Boot, an incredible depiction of of World War II, in just a few moments. And here's an opportunity now, while our volunteers are standing by, waiting to hear from you. Call, will you now, at 655-1100.
Certainly the easiest time of the year for you to belong to a group of people who think that public television is something special. And let me suggest that perhaps if you already are one of those special people, that you give a gift to someone, that you use your MasterCard and Visa, and we'll send a card out. Perhaps $5 a month would be a terrific way for you to get on board. And we'll also, when you use MasterCard and Visa, send out this Post-it Notes wallet as an additional incentive for you to use your plastic. It saves us a little bit of money in the processing, and it makes you an instant member of the Vermont ETV family. But whatever the amount, the real important part of it is that you go to your phone and that you get involved with something that is a vital community service here in the North Country. What would it be like without Vermont ETV? The final feature of our World War II night coming up in just a moment. Das Boot. Plenty of time to make that call and say, Vermont ETV, we love those movies and we want to see more of them. Use our toll-free number, 1-800-326-1122, or if you're in the Burlington area, 655-1100.
The map showed just one site for the medical school. The campus, called True Blue, was located only a few hundred yards from the airport.
By the end of D-Day, we had gone to the True Blue campus, gotten there to rescue the students, and found out that most of the students weren't there, they were someplace else.
When I learned that the invading forces did not have knowledge of our second campus, that it even existed, let alone its location, I was angry.
The main point that a lot of people never understood about Grenada, if, for instance, the Cubans there, or if the Grenada government and military forces had decided they wanted to execute those students that were the primary focus of the mission, the way we carried out that rescue mission or invasion would have allowed them to do so had they chosen to.
Well, you and 6 others, and we'll achieve our break in this, our goal in this break. We hope you call in. Jerome's got a call, Kevin's got a call, Sue's got a call, Tim and Nancy are sharing a call over here, and we'd like very, very much to hear from you. Remember, if you make a pledge of $10 a month to Vermont ETV, we have a wonderful premium for you. It's our Vermont ETV tote bag. It's a very, very handy gadget. You can put your gym equipment in it, you can put your tennis equipment in it, you can use it as a carry-on to get on the airplane, fits under the seat, fits in the overhead compartment, any way that you like to do it. But what we're looking for is the commitment, whether it's $30 annually or whether it's $20 a month. It's important that you make the pledge. 655-1100.
I'm Bill Moyers. All of us have mentors, people who have shaped us, people who've shown us courage and faith, people who've kindled our own confidence and conscience. I've been very fortunate in this because I've been able, through public television, to meet some of the wise and extraordinary and giving people of our time, people who've made a difference to this country, people of outstanding achievement, many people who've overcome adversity. When all is said and done, of course, it's you who make all this possible. Your membership contribution has made it possible for me to bring you the television of ideas. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And thank you for your continued support.
I dare say that a contribution of $7.50 a month is worth it for Moyers alone. My gosh, he has brought us so many wonderful programs, The Secret Government, and the marvelous program that if you have missed it, we're going to repeat coming up on Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's called Bill Moyers Again, The Public Mind. And this is a 4-part series that begins at 2. Look at how society is inundated with visual images, from billboards to bus stops, from rock videos to newsstands. Mass-produced images have become so much a part of our life. So don't miss part 1 of Bill Moyers, The Public Mind, an encore presentation of this 4-part series coming your way Sunday, December 10th at 2. 4 to go. That's you and 3 more to keep us on track for this goal as we await us both. Plenty of time to make that call, won't you? 655-1100.
And Ken, of course, we hope that when people receive their paperwork from Vermont ETV validating your pledge that you will fulfill it, send us your check back as soon as you possibly can. And don't forget, we have some wonderful premiums. We have the Leonard Maltin book for a pledge of $5 a month or more. For $7.50, you can have either Vermont Life for a full year, or we can send you these 5 commemorative newspapers of that period of time. And they're really great, you know, VE Day and so much more. These are Pittsburgh newspapers. You get 5 of them for a pledge of $7.50 to Vermont ETV, and that's on a monthly basis. And remember, what we'd like to advise you to do is, if you're making a substantial pledge and it makes it easier for you, use MasterCard or Visa. That's easy for you, it's easy for us, and you can do it all at once or in the installment plan, however you like to do it. But what we're looking for tonight is your commitment. Will you commit to public television, Vermont ETV? Call 655-1100.
America is a nation founded upon greatness. It's a vast land with much natural beauty and a wealth of natural resources. However, this nation's true greatness rests on its founding principle that everyone is entitled to pursue a life of quality. And public television, as a part of quality of life in America, enriches our lives with outstanding programming, challenging, thought-provoking science and nature shows, dynamic, uplifting drama and music programs, and children's shows that provide positive values for growing years. PBS is committed to enriching our lives with programs of quality, but that quality can only continue with your support. Like America, public television depends on people to keep it great.
made our break goal. That's just terrific. But don't stop calling. My gosh, we've got a rather ambitious goal for our 10-day fundraiser, 1,700 viewers that we'd love to become new members of Vermont ETV. So that's terrific. It's been a super night, and as we await Das Boot, we hope that you will sit back and feel a sense of satisfaction if you've made that call. If you haven't, join some good people, won't you? Perhaps it's a $30 pledge, and if so, you're an official member. You belong to a very elite, special group of people who believe in public television, and we'll send 12 full issues of our program guide as our thank you to you, and our promise that we'll do our best with that $30. Make that call right now, won't you? 655-1100.
When you see a program examining the nature of the universe,
And as you watch it, you can have that kind of paternal or maternalistic feeling about it, that you're part of it. You are, because the network belongs to you. That's why it's called the Public Television Network. Let me tell you about something upcoming. Sunday, December 10th, beginning at 7, Vermont ETV presents a joyful celebration of Mozart's music featuring 3 of the world's most accomplished musicians. This 90-minute special is hosted by Itzhak Perlman, with Pinchas Zuckerman conducting the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, and special guest, that wonderful musical Victor Borge. Mozart by the Masters paid tribute to the work of the musical genius Mozart, and it showcases several of Mozart's works, and including a great solo work by Itzhak Perlman. So we hope that you'll be tuned for that on Sunday at 7 o'clock. Now, it's great that we've achieved our goal, but remember, we need lots and lots and lots of new members at Vermont ETV, so why don't you join in now? Be part of the celebration. Call 655-1100.
when you see a program examining the nature of the universe, or teaching children to read, or even celebrating an actor, it's a good bet that you're watching public television. And right now, I'm betting that you'll recognize the importance of public television with a pledge of support. PBS has come a long way, and with your continued help, you can go a lot farther. But it's up to you to transform today's visions into tomorrow's programs. All it takes is a phone call. Do it now.
Okay, less than a minute until our first reel of Das Boot, a 1982 version of this classic and very riveting drama of a U-boat crew on a mission during World War II. The conclusion of a very special evening here at Vermont ETV, made possible by you. And we are very grateful if you've made that call this evening and made that $30 pledge, $120 pledge, $60 pledge. The amount, again, means less to us than the fact that you have decided to make a commitment to public television here in the North Country, that we are your public television station. We do take that seriously, and we now know that you agree with us that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
By becoming an official member, you make our programs possible. Thank you. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your check to Vermont ETV at either our Colchester, Vermont, or our Canadian address. This is Vermont ETV.
Stay tuned. Das Boot will continue shortly on Vermont ETV.
We hope you're enjoying this depiction of the U-boats. They were a lethal weapon of Adolf Hitler during World War II, and tonight Das Boot recaptures very, very authentically what that warfare was like. We hope you're enjoying, and if you are, that you're going to become a member of Vermont ETV now, tonight. Maybe there are some first-timers out there, people who have been watching for a long time and been saying, well, I've been meaning to. Now's the time. Now's the time to break the ice. Time to call 655-1100 and say, I will become a member of Vermont ETV. Just give us your name, your address. We have our volunteer operators here from St. Michael's College tonight. Only takes a brief moment. You can let us know how much your pledge is. $30, $5 a month, $7.50 a month, $10, $20 a month, whatever. Remember, of course, that what we're looking for tonight is the indication that you support public television. The way that you do that right now is go to the telephone and dial 655-1100.
Well, it has been a terrific night. This is the final break of the evening. We hope that you have enjoyed our look back at World War II, celebration of a time past. We are in the 4th day, and this is the last break of that 4th day of a very important December fundraiser here at Vermont ETV. We are hoping to turn 1,700 members, viewers into members, I should say, new members, and we are now, to the moment, at 817. That's terrific. Well on our way, and we know we're going to do it. Now, let me tell you very quickly about some newspapers that you're going to want to collect. These have been a hot item tonight. $7.50 a month, $90 annual pledge. We will send you a set of 5 of these collector's items. This happens to be from D-Day, June 6, 1944. It is the Pittsburgh Sun-Telegraph, and there are many, many, many more, and you'll leaf through them and enjoy them, and it's our thank you gift for the $90 level. Last chance tonight. Call our toll-free number, 1-800-326-1122, or in Burlington, 655-1100.
Well, Ken, it's the final opportunity for people to pledge tonight who have enjoyed a World War II night and are having this brief intermission from Das Boat. We'll be returning in just a moment. But again, we remind you that you can become a member of Vermont ETV for $30 annually. You get our program guide every month for a full year. Maybe you'd like to make a gift to somebody less fortunate than you. And if you would, maybe you're already a member, here's a chance to send another $30 annually to Vermont ETV and do something nice. We say welcome to Vermont ETV membership. Family, a gift membership has been made in your name by, and we insert your name to whomever you'd like to send it. It really is a nice, thoughtful thing to do at this Christmas season. And of course, we hope you're going to help us end 1989 on a very high note at Vermont ETV. And you can if you continue to call 655-1100.
I'd like to speak specifically now to those who may be watching Das Boat on videotape. Perhaps your VCR is whirling. Well, we'd like you to look at that address on the screen and consider perhaps a cost of a rental tape per month, $5 a month. A $60 pledge would be terrific. There's the address, and you can send it to us at your leisure, and perhaps use MasterCard and Visa when you do. And if you do, we'll happily also enclose an additional incentive to use MasterCard or Visa. This is that very handy wallet, the Post-it Notes wallet with the Vermont ETV logo. And so if you're taping, we'd like to hear from you also by mail, and you can do that at your leisure. But if you're on the phone, we'd love to hear from you right now. 655-1100.
Stirring drama is something we've come to expect from public television. Drama of a higher order. Drama that can open the door to new perceptions and change the way we see things. Like all great art, great drama invites us to get involved with new ideas, new situations, and then challenges us to come out of the experience different from the way we went in. Right now, I'm challenging you to keep the door to great drama open by supporting public television with a pledge.
We'd like to remind you that we have something special upcoming for you on Sunday in a special encore presentation of Bill Moyer's The Public Mind. Vermont ETV presents this 4-part series in its entirety, beginning at 2 o'clock Sunday, December 10th. In the first episode, a look at how society is inundated with visual images from billboards to bus stops, from rock videos to newsstands. Mass-produced images have become the very air Americans breathe. Don't miss part 1 of Bill Moyer's The Public Mind in an encore presentation of the 4-part series in its entirety, Sunday, December 10th, beginning at 2 o'clock. We know you'll enjoy that. Maybe you'd like to pledge in advance by calling now 655-1100.
I'm Bill Moyers. To me, it boils down to this. Only by staying alert, informed, and active can we possibly expect to protect ourselves against abuses of power, secrecy, selfishness, and arrogance. The durability of our Constitution, of our government, of our very society depends on us. I believe that television and radio, specifically public television and public radio, offer us a vital avenue for exploring questions like these, openly and frankly together. The root of that, of course, is your membership support, the dollars that thousands of people like you contribute, freely given and we hope wisely spent to address the significant questions of our time. So if you've already given, thank you. And if you haven't, this is the time to pick up your phone and renew or make that pledge. Small or large, it matters.
Just looking at the December program guide here at Vermont ETV, you know, we're airing over 40 movies just this month alone. Kramer versus Kramer, Lion in Winter, my gosh. Sand Pebble, Spy Who Came In From the Cold, Babes in Toyland, so many marvelous movies, the best movies we like to say here at Vermont ETV, and you make it possible. This is something that you have said, Vermont ETV, we want more movies. And you've said it loud and clear, and you're enjoying Das Boat. Well, consider what movies mean to you, and if it's a $30 one-time pledge, you'll get 12 full issues of our Vermont ETV program guide. All the movies are listed in here, and you can plan your viewing and sit back and know that you're doing your part to keep public television, keep Vermont ETV in movies. And We take a great deal of pride in that movie schedule, and I think we're spending something over $60,000 cash money this year alone to buy those movies. So make a $30 pledge. Won't you help us with that part of the bill? And you can use our toll-free number when you do, 1-800-326-1122, or in Greater Burlington, 655-1100.
Just about a minute left to make a pledge here at Vermont ETV now on our final evening, and I would like to have you take a look at all the telephone operators from St. Michael's College who are here tonight doing a really great job for us. We want to thank them very, very much. And we also would like to say thank you for food to our friends at the Waterworks, the Radisson Hotel, Basserett's Bakery, my friend the Marolas at the M&M Italian Market, Vermont House of Coffee, Springwater Company of Vermont, and, of course, to our volunteers. It's been really a wonderful night. We thank tremendously you in our viewing audience who you constantly prove to us how great you are and how much you enjoy public television. We enjoy bringing it to you because we are just like you. We believe that TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
By becoming an official member, you make our programs possible. Thank you. Our operators will be standing by during the next program to take your call. If you prefer to pledge by mail, send your check to Vermont ETV at either our Colchester, Vermont, or our Canadian address. This is Vermont ETV.
Welcome to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. We are together this evening for a concert by three men who are so well known, they are simply called the Tenors. Hi, I'm Itzhak Perlman, and of course, I'm speaking about Jose Carreras, Plácido Domingo, and Luciano Pavarotti. On the operatic stage, they play every sort of hero from warriors to lovers and from cowboys to royalty. But they are always the good guys. They always get the girl, and they always save the day. Tonight, we are here to bask in their art and revel in the excitement of their voices. Lending them support will be Maestro Zubin Mehta and the Los Angeles Philharmonic. And helping me out during this evening is Willow Carey, part of public television's family in Philadelphia. She's down by the stage where the excitement is beginning to build. Good evening, Willow.
Good evening, Itzhak. My goodness, can you even see me? I can barely see you.
I can hardly see you.
The stadium is so huge. It's amazing. I don't know if you can hear the band here from the University of Southern California in the background. It is so exciting. And to think that the first three-tenor concert was seen by 800,000 people when it was broadcast the first time. And tonight we expect that about 1 billion people are going to be watching it around the world.
Yeah,
but in America, it's being seen on public television. And that's thanks to you for supporting your public television station. We're delighted that you're with us this evening. I think you have probably the best view in the house. What do you think, Itzhak?
Well, from where I'm standing right now, this is quite a spectacular view, considering that this is a Dodger Stadium, you know, and just the entire infield and outfield is covered with seats and with people, as you can see. And what is quite amazing to me is, Willow, you probably just behind you is those phenomenal waterfalls. Do you see those?
Oh, well, I'm looking right at them. I don't know right now if our viewers can see them. You're going to be getting some close-up shots. There are two of them. Oh, and listen to this.
That's incredible. And, you know, pretty soon they're going to bring in the ducks and they're going to bring in the salmon are going to spawn over there. And it's going to be really like a zoo out there. But it's quite amazing. We're also, can you hear anything with all this band playing?
I'm trying to hear you. It's rather hard because of the great marching band behind us. And of course, the people are going to their seats, as you can see. The excitement is just amazing. And of course, we hope that you're feeling that as well at home. And Itzhak, I just want to remind everybody that this is made possible by the members of public television. So if you're a member, you're sitting and watching this, this is thanks to your support. And if you're not yet a member, join us this evening during this incredible performance. Itzhak, I'm seeing tons of people just coming by. Are the stands filling up?
Yeah, the stands are definitely filling up. And as far as I can see, we are getting really very, very close. As a matter of fact, people started to come here already at around 6 o'clock in the evening, trying to avoid getting stuck in traffic. And what was amazing to me was that there was actually a rehearsal here taking place at 5:30, and these people who were lucky enough to be here in the stadium were really enjoying this rehearsal very, very much. So they're getting a double treat, as I can see.
Oh, it is. Can you even, I can barely hear anything. This is just wonderful.
Well, this is like a beginning of a football match, you know?
Well, it is, or of the soccer.
Absolutely.
We're going to be hearing a lot about that, and we hope that you've been also watching the World Cup, if you've been at home, and really seeing the kind of teamwork, the kind of individual performances that make these games so interesting and so great. The teamwork tonight is going to be incredible. And
That's
of course,
for sure.
the Tenors, Itzhak, you know this too, they are tremendous soccer fans.
Well, certainly the atmosphere here is just before a soccer final, which is actually going to be held tomorrow. But we are getting a really wonderful, wonderful preview as to to the type of excitement that's going to happen. And all I can say to you right now is that this is going to be a fantastic evening. And all I can say is that you are watching the three tenors in concert in 1994, live from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles.
And I'm so glad that we have you joining us for the Three Tenors. It's the pregame show, as everyone is calling it. We're going to be switching back and forth from our friends in Los Angeles right here to Vermont ETV's own studio. And I hope you're ready to settle in for a beautiful evening with us. I'm Ann Curran in the studios of Vermont ETV. In just a moment, you'll hear from John King, who's in the other studio. And we are here to say, join us, plan on staying up late. We're going to be here live all evening through this pregame show, through the start of the Three Tenors concert. Everything is getting in place and the excitement will build during this half hour. We are here also in the hope that we can make some money for Vermont ETV so that we can bring you more concerts just like this. People who've given to Vermont ETV in the past have helped present tonight's grand event. And the reason you see the phone number on your screen, 1-800-639-8303, is so you can get in on this event and so you can help us support what we're doing tonight. We have so much to tell you about. We have souvenir gifts that you can make yourself part of. We have a wonderful souvenir program that, just like the people in Los Angeles, are going to be picking up tonight. And we have audio cassettes and CDs and VHSs. We'll tell you the details. But settle back, enjoy yourself, and we'll go to John King in the studio. But right now, I invite you to call us at 1-800-639-8303.
This is the long-awaited concert that everyone has been waiting for, and we hope you do stay up with us this evening and sit back, relax, and enjoy. But before you do, I hope you'll go to your phone and make a pledge of support for quality performance programming like the one you're about to see this evening. I want to tell you about some spectacular thank you gifts that we have for you this evening. Starting at the $60 level, we will send to you as our thank you gift the actual program, the souvenir program that's being sold at Dodger Stadium this evening of the Three Tenors Encore performance. At the $90 level, we have the audio cassette of the program, and that will not be ready, of course, right away because it's just being produced this evening. But we will have that later for you, and you can reserve your copy this evening. That's at the $90 level. We also have a T-shirt at the $90 level that you may want to consider. At the $120 level, we have the CD of the program, the Three Tenors 94. At the $180 level, we have the VHS of the program that you're about to see, or the concert that you will be seeing later this evening. That can be yours for your pledge of $180. And then we have a spectacular deal at the $220 level. We have the VHS and the souvenir program. So go to your phones now and tell us that you're waiting for this concert and dial toll-free from anywhere, 1-800-639-8303.
I'll tell you a secret. It's got a beautiful picture on the front, but there's no CD in it because it hasn't happened yet. It's going to be happening before our eyes tonight. And we'd like to reserve a copy for you. We know what the cover's going to look like. We don't know what the music's going to sound like, except that we know it'll be wonderful. So you'll be one of the very first people to get your own CD, your own audio cassette, your own VHS of tonight's glorious performance if you call us now and have us reserve one for you. John mentioned that we've got the audio cassette for your pledge of $90. We've got the CD for your pledge of $120. We can send you the VHS if you want to be very generous and send us $180. And if you send us $220 to help get us through a wonderful year ahead, we'll throw in a copy of the lovely souvenir program. Now, it's a great treasure to take home with you and say, I was there. I was there with millions of people around the world watching the Three Tenors live on July 16, 1994. The excitement is building. We're going to be switching back to Los Angeles in a moment. We'll see those stands filling up with eager audience members, and we'll probably spot a few celebrities along the way. We're going to have a great time. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. After all, it's a live show, and I'm so glad you decided to join us. You tell us when you call that 1-800 number that you want ETV to start out the year good and strong. That's what we're doing. July 1 is the start of our fiscal year, and we know that you're going to help support us all year through. We finished last year strong with the books balanced thanks to you and people just like you. We are asking for support, especially from people who've never given before, who are willing to come aboard. Maybe people who have just discovered the beauty of opera because of something they saw right here on Vermont ETV. So many people have. So we invite you to call us right now at 1-800-639-8303.
It's so easy to become a member here at Vermont ETV, and joining me in the studio this evening are the staff and friends of Vermont ETV, and they're anxiously awaiting your call, and they want to hear from you this evening. It's very easy. It's very quick. All you have to do is go to your phone, make a call. Our volunteers will take some information down for you. Be sure to bring your plastic, your MasterCard, Visa, Discover, or American Express. You'll become an immediate member, and we'll be able to get the thank you gifts out to you right away. And again, a reminder, the deal this evening we have for you at the $220 level. If you can afford a pledge at that level, we'll be happy to send you the VHS of the concert you're about to see, and also the souvenir program that you'll be enjoying the concert over and over again. That can be yours for a pledge of $220. Or for $180, we'll send you the VHS of the program. Now, these aren't ready yet. The concert is live, and the production of the VHS and the CD and audio cassette will be coming later this summer. But you can reserve your copy this evening by calling in with your pledge of support. As Ann mentioned, this is the first fundraising event of the year for us, and we need to kick it off well and kick it off strong so that we can be well on our way to reaching those goals for the coming fiscal year. So we hope we'll hear from you during this break, and stay tuned for the spectacular concert that will be coming up shortly. Go to your phone now and dial toll-free 1-800-639-8303.
I can hear phones starting to ring, and it's a wonderful sound indeed. It always sounds good when the year begins with ringing phones. Something to mention, we love to have you charge it on plastic. We know that that'll make money in the bank for Vermont ETV, and we also have to offer you, if you'd prefer, your American Express card. That's something new this time, and we can ask if you'd like to use your American Express card. Many people have asked over the years if they couldn't possibly use that. Sure. We will take any of those 4 cards that you see on the screen. We'd love to sign you up. We'd love to have additional gifts of support from people who are saying, oh, I've been a supporter of Vermont ETV for years, but a night like this brings my extra gift. So there are many, many reasons to support your public television station, to make us your public television station. We're delighted that you're staying up with us. I wouldn't to go to bed and miss this for anything. Someone said, you've got to work tonight? Starting when? I said, I want to watch this, and I couldn't think of anything better than to be watching it with you and our friends in the studio. It's delightful to have you with us and to be part of this worldwide event. I'm just imagining people all over the world tuning in their TV sets. Here we are, it's getting close to 11 o'clock here. The people in Los Angeles are beginning to watch the daylight set. And there are people in Europe, people in Asia, people all over the world watching us, watching this tonight. And just as people have been watching over the last month or so, the World Cup games. It's great fun. We are glad to have you with us. We would love to have you sign yourself up for one of our audio cassettes, CDs, VHSs, or a souvenir program. But mostly we want you to call right now, toll-free, wherever you're watching, 1-800-639-8303.
When you think of Vermont ETV, I hope you'll think of performance programming, and especially tonight, this is no exception. Probably the concert event of the year is coming up just ever so shortly from now, live from Los Angeles. You'll see it live, and you'll see it from a front row seat in your home. If that's important to you, I hope you'll call now with your pledge of support. We have some terrific thank you gifts. Again, a reminder of two of them. At the $90 level, we have the audio cassette of the concert that you'll be hearing later this evening. It hasn't been produced yet, but it'll be reserved in your name, and we'll send it out to you just as soon as it becomes available. Also, at the $120 level, we have the CD of the program that or the concert you'll be watching later this evening. So I hope you'll take the opportunity before the concert starts to call in with your pledge of support. Take advantage of the wonderful thank you gifts that we have to offer, and then you can sit back and relax and enjoy the concert knowing you've done your part to support quality performance programming here at Vermont ETV. Again, I remind you, when you do come to the phone, to bring your MasterCard, Visa, Discover Card, and or American Express. That'll make you an instant member, and we'll be able to get the thank you gifts out to you just as quickly as possible. Again, we're sitting back with you, watching and waiting for this wonderful concert to kick off, so to speak. And right now, I hope you'll go to your phone and call toll-free, thanks to Long Distance North, 1-800-639-8303.
The excitement has been building all week. I've been hearing reports on the radio. I've been reading in the newspaper about the Tenors. Of course, there's a lot of publicity, a lot of hype, if you will. But if anyone can pull off an event like this again, it is Carreras, Domingo, Pavarotti, and Zubin Mehta. Oh, what a beautiful group of people. And I'm so glad to know that they came back again. The magic happened in 1990, and once again they said, we'll do this. We will get together and make history happen twice. And really, the seat that you've got tonight is better than that most of the people in Los Angeles have at Dodger Stadium. You saw that shot overhead of the seats that they put on the infield. I mean, to a lot of those people, the Tenors are going to be teeny tiny little beings. Often I think they'll have to look at the giant video screens to see them. You've got the pleasure of sitting in your own home watching them. You'll see lots of close-ups. And I was looking through my copy of the souvenir program. Now, these were printed ahead some time, and because it's a live event, and part of the excitement is knowing that great artists have the right to change their minds late on. I'll be telling you about a few changes that are occurring in the program from what you read, and I think there'll be changes for the better. But we will take you back to Los Angeles and see how things are doing in just a moment. Now you have time to make your phone call, 1-800-639-8303.
We all know that in your television viewing, you have a choice, and tonight is no exception. But we hope that tonight the choice you make is Vermont ETV. We have the spectacular concert, and only on PBS and PBS stations, thanks to PBS and thanks to Vermont ETV, but especially thanks to you, the people who support public television and call in with your generous pledges of support. Again, tonight is no exception, and so before the concert begins, take the time now to call in and take advantage of some of these wonderful thank you gifts that we've been telling you about. Again, a reminder, at the $220 level, if you can afford a pledge at this level, we'll be happy to send you the VHS of the program or the concert you're about to watch and the souvenir program guide. That can be yours for a pledge of $220. At the $180 level, we'll be happy to send you the VHS of the program, and those will become available, at least the VHS, the CD, and the audio cassette will become available later this summer, but you can reserve your copy right now by calling in with your pledge of support. Again, we'd like to thank the Merchants Bank for providing underwriting support of our MasterCard, Visa, credit card processing, so that all the money that you contribute goes directly into fine quality programs. But go to your phones now and dial toll-free, 1-800-639-8303.
We are going to Los Angeles in just about a minute. Go along with us, stay with us for a beautiful ride on Wings of Song tonight. The program is great. It's a combination of fabulous arias, historic medleys, beautiful orchestral pieces, and the three tenors singing their hearts out just for you. And I know a lot of people love to put great audio cassettes in their cars as they drive through rush hour traffic, or here in Vermont, they drive over long rural country roads. The Three Tenors cassette of tonight's performance can be yours for your pledge of $90. And hey, why not a t-shirt? I mean, you go to a great rock concert, you've got to get the t-shirt. Well, This is the great concert of 1994, and there you have it. You could have that going around wearing that and tell the world that you were there at Dodger Stadium. And millions of people will be able to say that after tonight. I was at Dodger Stadium watching the three tenors in Zubin Mehta, July 16th, 1994. I saw it live. Of course I did. You don't have to mention that it was in your living room. It was just as wonderful as if you were out there in the open, and maybe even better. So settle back, enjoy. We'll go and check up on how things are going in Los Angeles in just a very few seconds. Then we'll come back and tell you more about what's happening here. And we're just going to have a delightful evening together. And we hope you'll call and tell us that you believe TV Worth Watching is TV worth paying for.
For their first appearances tonight, the three tenors have picked some of their favorite arias. For José Carreras, the choice was the prayer from Masset's Le Cid, Ô Souverain.
It's an aria that I include quite often in my concerts. It's an aria that has been a favorite of most important tenors from the past, like Caruso or Corelli or Di Stefano or Del Monaco, etc., to mention just a few ones. And I think it is a real good expression of the French repertory, the French music of that period.
I like very much the Luisa Miller aria because, first of all, I think that, analyzing the program, I think we should have Verdi in the program. So when it comes into terms of which aria, I think that's one of the areas that I'm more identified with this. I think I have been singing this aria many occasions, and perhaps the fact that my name is said in the aria, Quando le sere al placido. I'm not going to say placido, but placido in Italian.
I am singing Bohème, Che gelida manina. I think it's my first opera that I have done 1961, and I try to do this opera every time I was singing in the theater, in one theater for the first time. So I consider this aria a very good luck opera aria for me.
You know, isn't it wonderful to hear them talking about why they chose each of those songs? And we know probably so many of them, certainly Luciano Pavarotti and La Bohème, and of course hearing José Carreras and Plácido Domingo talk about why they are choosing what they're singing tonight. These are songs that we've known perhaps from other performances. When you think for a moment, where else would we have come to know the tenors if it hadn't been for public television? And public television would not be here if it weren't for each and every member of every station across the country. So if you are a member of your station, we thank you very much. If not, why not join right now during this wonderful evening of performances? And it's something that I can tell you, looking around, we're going to be hearing some gorgeous music, certainly from the stars of opera. There are many stars in the audience. Maybe we'll be able to glimpse them a little bit later on. And also, it's such a thrill. I can't tell you, the moon is rising here. When you see a performance like this, you know, it's so easy to take it for granted. As viewers, we just zap around that dial, and we never think about the hours of musical training, of practice, of the months of planning for an event like this, and the work of hundreds and hundreds of people who are attending to every little detail. Don't take it for granted. We're counting on you to do your part to make this kind of excellence possible. And when you think about the tenors, my goodness, what would life be like without Luciano Pavarotti, without the other tenors? Itzhak?
Thank you, Willow. Listen, this is really getting very close to the concert, and the more I realize that it's so close, I appreciate what our next guest is going to do right now. He's going to talk to us, again, via remote control, and it's Maestro Zubin Mehta, who is consented to do this right before the concert. He must be really nervous. Maybe he's not nervous. I know I would be. Zubin, are you there?
Yes, I'm waiting for you to give me your violin.
Oh, well,
I have to carry it on stage.
What can I tell you?
Remember?
Yes. Listen, do you like this concert hall?
What?
Do you like this concert hall?
The acoustics is Azoy minus.
But enough people.
What?
Enough people.
Well, it's a nice sort of a chamber music atmosphere.
I see. Yeah. Well, tell me, honestly, when was it that you finally knew what you were going to conduct tonight?
At 7 o'clock this evening.
That's what I... Well, listen,
Itzhak, it feels very strange to go on a stage in Los Angeles and you not be in my left ear. I have your voice in my left ear, but I prefer your Stradivarius.
Well, I would love that too, and I'm also missing the fact that there are so many tenors here, and actually we're going to hear one of my...
There are only three.
Only three?
Only three.
Is that enough?
Those three, it's like standing in the middle of the universe, let me tell you.
This is wonderful. This is really wonderful. And of course, the orchestra is sounding great. And how you've been rehearsing? You must have been rehearsing for what, 2 or 3 days already?
About 3 days, about 6 hours a day. And the orchestra has behaved. I mean, there's a discipline amongst them. They've taken this so seriously. And of course, you know, the style of musical comedy to a great American orchestra comes so easily that my life is just wonderful here with them. I'm so happy to be with my old guys, I can't tell you.
Well, you're sounding wonderful. Just tell me quickly, who do you pick up for tomorrow's finals?
Tomorrow's finals? I have a divided heart, believe me. I work so much in Italy. On the other hand, I feel if Brazil wins, it's so good for them morally.
Well,
and we are playing Brazilian and Italian music tonight.
Terrific.
So,
listen, Zubin, thank you very, very much. I hate to cut you off, but I gotta go. So good luck. Thank you very much for talking to us.
What's new? You always have to go.
Oh, I always have to go. You're watching the Three Tenors in concert 1994, live from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles.
Looking cool as can be, thank you very much, Maestro Zubin Mehta, beloved of so many in this area who used to conduct Montreal Symphony and who is reuniting, as he said, with the guys and the women in the Los Angeles Philharmonic, his old stomping ground where he was for many years and well beloved there as well. He is just in beautiful harmony, beautiful sync with the tenors. He did it so wonderfully 4 years ago. I don't think they would have come back with any other conductor. And he is just going to be ready to step on that stage with them. And my program tells me that we're going to start with an orchestral overture from Leonard Bernstein's Candide. But you never know, we might get some surprises. He said he didn't know for sure until 7 o'clock, his time. I want to remind you of lovely souvenirs we have for you. But right now I want you to hear a word from John King in the studio, and you've got time to call 1-800-639-8303.
Yes, you do still have some time, but we will be going to the concert in just a moment, and you won't miss 1 second of it, I assure you. As Ann was mentioning, Vermont ETV brings you consistent quality in the performance programming area, and tonight is truly no exception with the fine concert that you're about to see. So I hope you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy. But before you do, take the moment to go to your phone and make a pledge of support. So quality performance programs like the one you're watching or about to watch will happen again and again, because thanks to you, programs like the Three Tenors are made possible. Again, a reminder of some thank you gifts this evening. At the $90 level, we have the audio cassette, and at the $120 level, we have the CD of the concert you'll be seeing later in just a few moments. But right now, take the time to go to your phone and give us a call toll-free from anywhere, 1-800-639-8303.
I think we're going to be reserving a lot of these wonderful gifts for people who know very well they're going to want to own this. They know it's going to be a wonderful evening. We're going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to want to have your own CD, and we'd be glad to make that possible for you at $120, and we'd be glad to send you an audio cassette for your gift of $90. We'll have VHSs as soon as they're off the presses from the video and the audio of tonight's beautiful performance. You'll see it all, and you can have that for your gift of $180. And if you'd like to package that with a souvenir program, $220, and it can be yours. There are t-shirts as well, I should mention, for people who think that would be fun, and we'll be kind of keeping an eye to see how many people want to claim one of those. So for heaven's sakes, don't wait. It'll probably get very busy on the phones later on, and you'll want to get in and make your call right now. So make the phone ring, 1-800-639-8303.
Well, stay tuned because we are just minutes away now from the opening of the spectacular Three Tenors Encore concert live from Los Angeles, and you'll have a front row seat right here thanks to public television and thanks to you. Again, a reminder of the truly fabulous souvenir thank you gifts that we have for you this evening. Beginning at the $60 level, we have the souvenir program, the same one that they'll be selling at Dodger Stadium this evening, and that can be yours for a pledge of $60. At the $90 level, we have the audio cassette, and at the $120 level, we have the CD. At the $180 level, we have the VHS of the program or the concert you're about to watch. You can reserve that by calling in with your pledge of $180 right now. Or for a pledge of $220, we'll send you both the VHS of the concert and the audio or the souvenir program guide as well. But right now, go to your phone, sit back, relax, and enjoy, and tell us you believe TV worth watching is TV worth paying for.
The Three Tenors in Concert is made possible by ITT Corporation and its companies around the world. ITT. We're adding more than just our name. This program is also made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Good evening.